45 seconds. Seconds. The show will start in 15 seconds, and this is your last audible warning.
Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
It's officially done from our Fresh Start studios. I don't know what the studios are going to be called. I just know it is, and we got an unbelievable task to go and clean up the other building, but we got plenty of time to get that done. Slimmy, we're not under the gun like we thought we were. Yeah. The landlord is being so gracious and give us a little more time.
And we'll be back shortly from the Diaco Law Studios.
Wow. You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge Show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
First out of the box, Glowbug Gloria for the Lasker Fest. And Lasker brought his portable horn today, knowing that we don't have horn capabilities yet. But Lummy's running over to the old building today or tomorrow to grab some stuff. A couple lipstick lights for me, and maybe the
lights.
We have the little lights that were. Gene. By the way, Gene's not framed up, and we need to frame Gene up.
Yeah, he moved over a little bit.
Yeah.
Which way do you want me?
No, he already did it. We moved it. You're just a little behind now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So, Gene, stop. They're lights that we have that are little lights that we can see a little bit better.
Oh, because I heard him say something. He had to go back to this place and get lipstick and something else.
Are you not talking into the microphone like you usually?
Right in the microphone.
Because I got to.
Yeah, he's right on. He's right on it.
Okay.
I'm right on it.
All right.
Am I sounding better?
Now you are. I had to pot you up a little bit. I have to get everybody's level. Your mic looks like crap though, the way he's got a whopper jawed on there.
Whopper jaw.
I mean, see how I like.
Yeah, I know. Turned it.
I thought we did.
We sat there and did it.
It kind of moved. Gene gets comfortable.
Well, Gene, you should have got comfortable while we were framed. There you go. There you
macho. Yeah,
there
perfect,
you go.
Gene.
There you
I'm
go.
right there, right?
You look good.
Yeah. So anyway, Lummy, I think if you could, are the horns? They're under the stage, aren't they?
Yes. Yeah.
And are they tough to uninstall?
That's what we're gonna find out. They shouldn't be.
I thought they mounted them on a piece of plywood.
Well, that's the thing. But we built that stage, so
built it around him.
Yeah. So we have to crawl back into it.
But men, it's Big Red who built the stage made the door, the access door, big enough for an average man. Well, not you, but maybe New York Greg or somebody smaller.
Yeah, exactly.
Could get back in there.
Yeah.
And I think the horns were mounted on a piece of plywood.
Yeah, right by the stairs.
And then take the air compressor. I'm sure you could probably just cut the airlines or disconnect them.
No, I can already disconnect them. We already disconnected them once.
All right. Yeah. And then what I'm going to do is literally right above my head is the furthest distance from Macho Man, and kind of in that corner up in the attic.
Perfect.
And it can plug into the same thing. I have a little mini, like a window unit up there keeping the attic cold.
Are we going to be able to hear it through this?
Yeah,
square box you got up there?
It's probably going to be, I think we're definitely going to hear it.
I feel like I'm in a spaceship.
So anyway, this is, by the way, I mentioned Glowbug, right? Let me for 25. And until we get our horns installed, Lasker's letting me borrow his Milwaukee air horn. So let me now, like when Johnny K or just all the great people that threw a little something our
paper
way.
Towel Willie, $1,000.
Just we now have the ability to
Make some noise.
Make some noise. And Lasker is going to give me his Milwaukee Charger. So this is going to be our temporary. So we have horn capabilities.
All right, thanks, Gene.
I felt naked yesterday, not acknowledging the big swing and D's. Thank you so very much. We appreciate it. So today is, and we've not. So the Diacos, Brian has seen. Well, Brian hasn't seen this place done.
No, Warren McDonald, 25.
Brian came to my birthday party that we had here, and that at that time the studio, the only thing that was done was the walls, I should say, and you could see all the TVs and stuff, but the cabinetry and just the guts. I mean the actual studio cabinetry and the rack and the guts and the wiring up and the lights and so a lot of that. It was just a shell during my birthday party, so people could get a general idea where the space was going, but they couldn't get a general idea how the configuration was going to be and everything. So it's been kind of cool to see because well, Dan will tell me what I want to hear. Dan dances with me. Dan loves me, and I love Dan. But Gene doesn't care. He doesn't care. So if he walked in and he goes, I mean, it could have gone this way. Now it didn't, and I'm going to get his natural reaction. But Gene could have very well walked in. He got here early. We told him to get here early so we could get him all framed up. And some people have been. The Diacos spent like 5 additional minutes trying to find the place. The place is kind of tough to find. Now, I'm not going to get into particulars about it, but it literally is. Remember when Batman and Robin used to like take a hard right into the
trees,
into the bushes,
and they moved,
and then
that's what you got.
I got kind of a.
That's what you got.
I got kind of a Batman type entrance.
Yeah, you do.
I really do. I got like kind of a Batman type entrance, and so the Diacos, even though they got full blown GPS on their real fancy cars, and they're like they couldn't find it. Lasker found it, but so Lasker walks in, and it could have gone this way. Oh God, yeah, this is just a 3-car garage turned into a. I don't know, but man, I shout and here. This is what I already missed the old place. Just want to let you know, already miss it. Jesus, I mean, yeah, it's a 5-minute earlier. I mean, 5 minute less of a drive, but damn, Sponge, like he doesn't care.
I thought he was going to say that he could have built it better or something like that.
Kidding.
No,
and then he'll start picking apart. So why'd you do that over there? And right over there you could have done that. And you think about doing this over here, and that's what drives me crazy. But instead. Gene walked in, and I'm just going to let you take it over, Gene.
I can't believe what you guys did here. I mean, the way I was going to miss them red walls, and I was mad that you were leaving them to the landlord.
Well, hold on. We might get them back. It's based on whoever rents the place or whatever they end up doing with the place. If the new people don't want,
and then take them and fill them in.
Well, you know what I would probably do with them, Gene, is I'd probably do the garage portion, or above Macho Man's area is not really insulated the way I want to do it. So I'm either going to use those or go get some R37 and roll. So because I like to insulate Macho's roof a little bit better. So anyway, take it over.
I feel like I'm in an Egyptian capsule.
An Egyptian capsule. I don't know that Egyptians had.
You know that they built their little towers or their big hills
pyramids?
out of the squares, like this. And then you got the lighting above my head and above your head over there. That's badass.
No more. And see, the one thing I wanted to do, Gene, is I wanted everything to be less cluttered and clean. So, like, if
it looks just like way more money.
So, well, we were able to make chicken salad out of chicken chiz.
Well,
I mean, think about this. Hold on. Just the Corian cabinetry was $30,000 back in the day. So rather than so we just
but all this cabinetry you put back in looks better here than there.
Well, we repurposed it. And you know why it looks better? Because you can see more of it, because we don't have wires strewn everywhere. And I even went to detail to make sure that everybody has a Bubba Army inscribed glass with pins and Sharpies.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
And so you're to return. So rather than having pins laying all around, everybody's got.
Yaako's a pig, though. He ain't going to use that glass.
Well, yeah, he is. Or he's
make him?
getting in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
I always got a mess when I get there. I clean my spout up for him.
So like this morning I was vacuuming, and I think tonight I'm gonna mop the. I got and we.
I heard you yesterday say something about mopping. When you're mopping.
Well, hold on now. We even repurposed the floor. We tore the rubber.
Dude, the floor looks better here than there.
So
why?
Because you can see it. You can see it, and it's been washed and mopped. I'm gonna go ahead and wash it again. I'm gonna go ahead and mop it again today because I finally bought some real expensive rubber floor sealer way back in the day when I had a lot of money.
Yeah, we're gonna. Bob thinks it's in the garage. We're gonna find it.
Yeah. So everything here now, Gene, we still got quite a bit of stuff, to move out of the old place. Bobby is gonna from Live Fast. He's grabbing the remaining 2 containers today, and then the back is completely cleaned out. Except for, I need to probably take a backpack blower and kind of maybe tighten up that back.
He's only got one box to live.
No, I think he's got 2.
No, he does?
Oh, yeah. I think he's got the 2 that I didn't use. But between Steps Towing and between Bobby and between Aaron from Average Joe, Lummy, what are we at pounds-wise as far as stuff we've thrown away?
Let me get the most updated one for you. Give me a second.
And by the way, Lummy, I ordered a brand new tire for him.
He's really appreciative of that.
And I'm gonna, because I don't think we nicked his tire. I think he might have nicked it at the dump, but it was dumped.
I think I nicked the tire too on your property too. Can I get me some tires?
No, you're not gonna get you. I nicked my tire about 6 months ago, pulling out of the gate. Can I get a new tire?
Vincent Calvino, 25, and it looks like we're at 10,200 pounds.
We're at 10,200 pounds of junk.
What?
And I would be willing
How
to
many
say
dumpster loads is that? 3?
That's 7.
Yeah.
7.
We'll probably be at 9 by the time we're all said and done.
Did that cost us money?
Yeah, no, Aaron paid for it all.
Oh, what a man.
That's why I'm replacing his tire that we may have nicked.
That's a good deal.
So, Gene, things that we still have to do. Behind you, the rack, we got a few more we got a few more pieces of equipment to put in there. Then
I feel like I'm in the Starship Enterprise
and then
sitting back here.
Nick, the gun guy, is. I think the glass comes tomorrow.
Yes.
Will you
I will double check.
circle back and check?
Yes, sir.
Now, you're going to be able to open that up to work on that?
No. You want to see what's ingenious? Look at the very base of those racks.
Oh, it's on rollers.
They're on casters that recess.
So my boy can just roll it back.
Yep. He can just roll it back, and then the glass.
That's a great idea right there.
Yep.
I mean,
I think Bob or Mitch came up with that idea.
Mitch did.
And then we had to go to Amazon and find ones. Eat a 4-pack of those recessed casters can carry 1,400 pounds. And Gene, see how they are recessed down in?
Yeah. I see that. I looked at them earlier. I'm going like
they naturally come orange, but Bob painted them black, so because they were orange.
Right. I see the back ones are orange.
Yeah, Bob. I might have Bob do that. But the glass gets installed, and then I got to build the podcasting area. We're going to do that here soon.
Mitch DeMark, $20.
Thank you, Mitch DeMark. I appreciate you. And then tighten up Macho's area, and then tighten up the garage area, and then move the weights over.
And this would have never happened without that little guy.
What little guy?
Greg or Macho or Bob?
Macho. Well, I mean, Macho, Greg, Bob Cook. They've been.
I know, but look at that wiring job, bro.
I know.
That's sick.
Look at the desk. There's not 1 ounce. All the wires are bundled, and it's just.
I know.
So anyway,
way different than the other one.
So anyway, this is our new studio, and you're going to be here 2 days a week.
We 76, $20.
I read it. I mean, it's the more I look, the more I like everything. I mean, it's so clean.
Yeah, it's going to be that way too.
Nice.
Where I think.
No, we'll get lazy and mess it up.
No, we won't. No, we won't. Me, Macho, and Lummy are the ones that are going to be here every day, and we've already agreed. We had a little meeting when we were putting this all together. We're like, listen, once a week, if we each spend.
There's no way that Lummy's is spot over there is going to live like that.
Yeah, I will. I got my own spot in the back of the bus.
If he doesn't,
Yeah.
if anybody that get hold on, I'm not going to fire anybody, but I'm going to give him a stiff talking to. And listen, everybody that works here now, Gene, they want to work here. They want to take pride in how the studio. They
got the guy.
They're on my team. They want the place to look nice. They care about the product. They're not just doing.
We helped build it.
Everybody that's left works an additional 2 or 3 hours a day on the show, or
you got a lot more room, don't you, Lummy?
Oh yeah.
No, I don't think Lummy has more room.
I got more room. Yeah.
You do? Do you really have more room, Lummy?
Yeah. Well, because I don't have all those wires. So
but Lummy, I will tell you this: out of everybody, your area was the most cluttered.
Oh yeah. I mean, because you got to think all the wires.
The most work.
There was so much stuff back there, and everything was pushed up.
Everything was pushed up.
Yeah.
So you would. Because your screens were like right in front of you.
Because you had Manson who had he had multiple things going up, and then
So just every day before you leave, Lummy, look at your area, put your pins away.
Oh, of course.
Make sure your headphones. No, hold on. Make sure your headphones are not, are neat. Make sure your mic is in its broadcasting position, and then we got plenty of cleaner and what have you. Maybe wipe, not every day, but just make sure your keyboard and your mouse is straight. Make sure there's no Post-it notes that are laying around. Oh, by the way, I'm going to open up. I'm going to keep, but I'm keeping chat open till Monday. So we're going to keep chat open for everybody till Monday. You know how we locked it down?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to keep it open till Monday, and then Lummy, for John, Gene, I think he does.
Everybody else sign up and get on there.
Gene, I think John from Precision Laser you do work for him, don't you?
Yeah,
you
from
do
time to time, yes. I do some dashboards for his planes.
Right. So anyway, I think John was the one that made my original dry eraser idea, Lummy.
Yes.
And I just ordered 3 of them, one for me, one for you, and then one for whoever's sitting in Gene's area. And they're going to be 5 inches by 14 inches. And
what is it?
They're a white dry eraser board. And so if you ever got an idea or you want to write something down, I have one laying around here somewhere, but it got lost in the move. It may reappear, but I had instead of all these Post-it notes that get kind of cumbersome and look kind of gaudy, I had John make me a 5 by 14 little dry eraser board, and I would just put my ideas and things I want to talk about and things I want to get to and things that I would write like on my Post-it note here, it says Gloria. So I wanted to make sure I pay homage to Gloria. Then I gave myself a note that says chat. Then I said, John from Precision Laser. So those are the 3 things I wanted to get to. But they require being on a Post-it note, and it gets so everybody's going to have a 5 by 14 little dry eraser board with dry eraser Sharpies for you to be able to write down any little.
That's cool because Babyface and Diaco, they just leave paperwork with all their notes on it laying on there.
All you got to do is write your note on the dry eraser board, and if you get to it, great. But at the end of the day, Lummy, I just take a little bit of Windex, hit that, and wipe it clean for the next guy.
Iggy McGillicuddy, $31, half of 62.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Well, 62 is an ongoing rib that you don't know about. So
why don't I know it?
Well, B Fudd. You remember B Fudd?
Yeah.
He supposedly had an IQ of 62, which makes you mentally retarded. And so I think, I don't know where mentally retarded, and I'm saying that not in a bad way or derogatory term or.
Ain't 180 good?
No, 180. There's nobody that's 180, Gene.
Oh.
I think the highest IQ ever might be like 160.
Oh.
That might be,
Okay.
Lummy, Chub It Up Spice. Did you see that?
Thank you, Chub It Up.
So, Gene, I'm a 109, and that's just slightly above average. Diaco probably is like a 145 to 150. That's like genius. Lummy, you're probably like a 112.
How do we take a test and figure out who we are?
Well,
how do you do it?
There's a couple different ways. You can do some online, but those aren't really accurate. Really, the most accurate IQ test is when a psychologist or somebody that is an expert in that area, they give it, and it's actually a verbal test.
And they ask you the questions.
You the questions, you write them down, and there's a lot of things into it. So, like when I was in a child custody, situation,
they tested your brain.
They tested, make sure I wasn't, Let me. What is the IQ chart? Can you send me an IQ chart real fast? Because I think 62 is
good.
Below
Compared
70
it's not far from 108. It's a lot closer to
Gene,
zero.
62 is bam, bam, bam,
bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, here we go. This is the. So here we go.
If you hit read more, it will show you.
Read more right here?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. So below 70, extremely low, may indicate intellectual disability. 70 to 79, borderline intelligence. 80 to 89, low average. I'm right there. 90 to 109, I'm average.
It's half the population.
Roughly half the population falls here. 110. Man, I'm only 1 point. See, the guy that told me, Dr. Krongold, he told me that I was above average when he told me. Maybe he was just trying to be nice.
Or maybe they changed
you
it.
are above average if 109.
I'm 109. Well,
average is from 90 to 109, so you're above the average.
Well,
you're
I'm the
top.
I'm the higher end of average.
The highest end.
I'm the highest end of average. Let me. I'm the best average you can be.
That's
perfect.
right.
Then 110 to 119 is high average. God, if I could just be one more point. 129.
I bet you I'm in the 110 era.
Yeah, I bet you're not.
I know about electricity and plumbing and stuff like that too.
That doesn't mean necessarily everything. I know about electricity and plumbing. I have to be.
I'm a little bit of everything.
120 to 129, superior intelligence. 130 to 144. Very superior or gifted. That's where I think Dan is. That's why I said I thought Dan was like a 144. I bet you Dan's been tested.
I think he said he did. I think he said he was above 145.
I would say if you go through everybody in our life, I'd say you're probably in the either my category or the next category up because you know a lot about the Bible. I would say Gene's probably right there with me at about a 108 or 109. I would say Macho is probably in the 110 to 119.
Yep.
I would say that Dr. Dan might be in the either very superior or genius. I would say he might be he might be a genius.
Yeah.
I would say Jay is in the 130 to 144. I would say that Brian probably is either in the 120 to 129, which is superior, or very superior, 130 to 144. That's how I got everybody scored.
You realize the dude let his car go underwater. That ain't superior.
Who did?
Diaco.
Oh, Dr. Dan?
Yeah.
What do you mean let his car go underwater?
Yeah, because it got flooded during the hurricane.
Yeah, Gene.
He didn't jack it up and put bags
Your
on
intelligence
it.
is
You could
not...
take concrete bags and put them underneath the wheels.
Gene.
Lift the car up.
Gene. Your intelligence level is not based on how handy you are preparing for a catastrophic Cat 3 hurricane. Okay, buddy? Sorry, just doesn't quite work out that way. So anyway, we're all going to... John from Precision Laser is going to... and maybe he can to save him a little bit of a trip, he can just drop him off to Gene's shop. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Because he goes to Gene's shop every once in a while. He can drop those 3 pieces. I ordered 3 of them. One for me, one for you, and then one for whoever's sitting in Gene's spot. I'll give you guys, magic markers, and some people may not use them. I used the hell out of mine when I had it. And I made it 5 inches.
Make it hard to cheat.
I didn't want to. They're more rectangular, Lummy, because I lean them against my board, and then the AB buttons hold it from sliding.
Oh, perfect.
So that's where I put it right here on my board, and then I write my little notes down. And if I don't get to them the day that I wrote them down, then I keep them. Then I take a little magic eraser and erase the ones I've talked about and write new ones down. And it stops me from using 4,000 Post-it notes, which, is just cumbersome, not good for the environment, a lot of trash. I bet you I got all my years of doing radio, and I've always used Post-it notes. I bet you I filled up a dumpster the size of Aaron's, dump trailer.
Yeah, I could see that because of the ones that we have in storage. I would say would probably equate to that.
Probably 100 trash bags full. So, anyway, everybody will have them. Not everybody's going to use them, but but you'll have the option. Did RFK, who now what's his official? He's the Secretary of
Health.
Is he the health?
Yeah, health services, isn't it?
Is it head of the WHO or head of I don't know, the FDA or head of I don't know. Oh, we have to grab the Alexa too.
Yes, we do.
Because I'd be asking Alexa, what is Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s official job? I think he's
the Secretary of Health and Human Services.
Right.
Is Alexa just sitting on the floor?
We don't know where she's at. She's in one of the contain. Listen, moving over here. Oh, you don't have any idea.
Oh, I got a little bit.
Every cord had to be wrapped up. Everything had to be accounted for. I can't imagine
how you got it out of there. All of that.
It looks like a bomb hit the inside of it. And so we're in the process of being good tenants and getting all that cleaned up. The Bobby from Live Fast has one more container to go. He's getting that today. I'm trying to, Gene. Let me remind me. I got to cut a commercial for Ocala Speedway. We're racing this Saturday, weather permitting.
All right.
And here it is already Wednesday, and I haven't given him a commercial, so I got to cut one right after the show. Gene, can you wait like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to write it. I'm going to write the commercial during the break. And I got to cut one to send to Ocala because JVC runs.
That the super late model's going to be there?
The 602s and 604s.
So that means your boy going to be there?
My son's going to run two of them. My son's going to run the 602s and the 604s.
Cool.
You going to be out there, Gene?
I don't think so. But
No. So
I'm glad to see he's going to be there.
Yeah, he's going to be there. That'd be great. There's something I was going to say now. I completely forgot what I was going to say just a minute ago. But anyway, so RFK Jr. Is, I guess there's these two snakes. He's visiting Dr. Oz, and there's these two snakes. Now, they are described. Benny Johnson says that they're venomous snakes, and he was bitten several times. No, they're actually black racers, and they did bite him several times, but they're not venomous. But still, I am not a snake guy.
No,
I am and Lasker, I'm kind of even afraid to do a wheelie, and you're not. You're one of the best wheelie guys. So there's some things I don't even really attempt because I'm going to bust my ass, but I know my limitations. But, Gene, you probably couldn't get on the grader and put a grader.
I'd mess the track up, you'd be all mad at me.
You'd gouge it.
Look what you did.
Yeah. But I'm great on a grader. You are unbelievable at wheelies. Lasker can do a wheel. Lasker could do a wheelie from here to the next major highway.
I want to see it.
He's unbelievable. Four-wheelers, motorcycles, mini bikes, bicycles. He's just always been a really good wheelie guy. So I'm not a snake guy. I don't like them. I don't like to touch them.
Nobody does.
If I see them,
go the other way. Leave him alone.
Yeah, I just.
No, Gene, haven't you seen Snake Guy and Ybor in Tampa?
Anyway, Robert,
no,
look.
I don't go to Ybor.
Look at Robert F. Watch him. He just rolls right up in here. Check this out.
What a numbnut.
What a stud.
Yeah.
And they're biting him. They're hacking on him. Watch. Hold on.
He's not even flinching.
He's not even trying to grab the back of their head. He's just trying to grab them. And then once he grabs them, they start squirreling around and watch. And they're biting him.
What are they?
They're biting him. I mean, the one took a hack at his tie.
Well, they were having sex. So what were they?
I tell you one thing, they're mad as hell, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think he just got bit right there. I think he just got bit right here.
Keep popping them.
Watch. I like that dude, man. You know what? He's only a voice and he talks like this. If he didn't have that voice, he'd be the president of the United States.
He would?
Yep.
Yeah, people
love him. And he's a really good dude.
Just because he's a Kennedy?
No, but he's a Kennedy that flip-flopped applesauce. He's a Republican.
Oh, wow.
But, yeah. There he just got bit.
He got bit that time.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Are they biting?
Yeah.
I see the blood.
That's where I take those things and
It's hanging on his finger.
I am Bubba Nolan Ryan, where I throw those things against the wall at 416 miles an hour immediately.
Ripped over the wall into the grass.
You know what, Gene? I helicopter them over the wall, right?
Right.
You go.
They'll live.
Like
They
you
won't
got
even be hurt.
like you're doing a lasso, and
Yeah.
you just
Throw them on that palm tree.
Yeah. You know, no. You know what you do is you don't even mess with them. You let them stay in that corner. If they're mating or they're doing whatever they're doing, you just let them do it. You just leave.
They ran out of land. Is what
Listen,
they did.
Leave snakes alone.
Yep.
Period.
The mouths are huge.
I follow this one guy on Twitter or X or Insta or TikTok or something, and he does nothing but hunt snakes in the Everglades. He's got like a Florida permit to hunt snakes, and he gets paid. The state of Florida they will pay you, and it's the guy. It's a 6-figure full-time job, and they pay him based on how much the snakes weigh. He goes out and gets 10 or 15, 100-pound pythons every day. He's making like $3,000 a day.
Is it the Python Cowboy?
Yes. Send me that guy stuff. Wait till you see this guy. I thought you were a nut job.
Pythons won't kill you when they bite you. They'll hurt you though.
No, but they can kill you because when they're 20,
they get around you
when
and
they're
smash you.
when they're 20 feet long.
Right, don't let them do it.
Mommy, please. Oh, God.
What a beautiful backdrop. I guess that's Dr. Oz's house.
Yeah, it is.
Right on
Nice
the ocean.
waves on
Wow.
the ocean.
Yeah. Right on the ocean.
Green water.
Send me
I
that.
sent you the Python Cowboy.
All right, we'll get to that next.
Yes, it is. No, it's not.
We rudely interrupt the rhetoric to let you know the following.
Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
Chance because they won't give him a work visa, and then the MLB still come down and say that he's banned from baseball because he's technically suspended from baseball.
Yeah, and they're doing their own investigation.
Yep. So even if he's not guilty, the baseball could still not want him, and the United States doesn't have to give him a work visa. All right, so that's big of it, so you can see. All right, perfect.
So the Python Cowboys trains his dogs to find the pythons. One of his dogs got hit by cars. How you know that they're big and greasy? I had one black racer, and he growed up underneath my shed. So I knew there wouldn't be no mice around there or nothing, so I left him alone. And boy, he ended up to be about a good 7 foot long. He got too big, I had to move him. Dirt Merchant, morning. New York Greg, morning.
New York Greg!
Black Guy and Kelly, good morning. Yinzelin, Florida, morning. J-Law Bronco. Never trust a fart after 40. Shove it up, Spies. Coach Cooter. Morning, guys. Man, look at that picture on my screen over there with that python. That's gotta be 10 inches wide. Unbelievable. I don't want nothing to do with that. Coast to Prophecies Pass. I could tell the highest IQ ever was 228, so I was close. I don't know what. Kentucky Hill Jack, good morning. Brandon Foster, morning. PHAQ. Jefferson. Big Greasy. Drexel from Charleston. How about it, Mr. Mark? Pappy Jasper, how about it? Mr. Mark, what is a 400 automatic? What in it with a 396, like a 402, 30 over 396, probably with a tunnel ran with 2 4s. Is what's going in it. $30 Express, morning. Big ass Pete. Duck Jock, morning. Jess Heat. Coach Cooter. Yeah, this place is amazing. It's crazy how nice it is. I mean, I knew it was going to be nice because he don't bullshit around. And as nice as our last one was, I'm sure the next one's going to be even just a little bit more better. Might be a little bit smaller, but I'm going to tell you something. It ain't small in here.
Tampa Bay's trusted source for lawnmowers, landscape equipment, lifts, loaders, service, and repairs. I'm talking about Les of Tampa Bay. 3 convenient locations, Bradenton, Clearwater, and Wesley Chapel. They're much more than your lawnmower and outdoor power equipment shop. They strive to provide quality products and top service at the best prices. What sets Les apart from the competition? Their relationship with you. Also, the exclusive home dealer of Skag. Whether you need parts and service or you need a brand new unit, Les of Tampa Bay will take care of you. More information, Les, L-E-S-S, LesTampaBay.com.
Bubba, the Love Sponge. Oh, come on, you stupid ass piece of... Bubba the Love Sponge lives, because a dirty mind is a terrible thing to waste. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Wednesday, March 27th, 2026, the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Man, the month is gone.
Yeah, it's the 30th on Saturday. Is there 31 days of May? I think there is.
Yes.
January, February, March, April, May. Do you guys know the knuckle test? Do you guys?
No.
That's some old school stuff. If you count on your knuckles and you start here, you go January. Every raised knuckle has 31 days. So January.
What?
Yep. So January.
You got 4 knuckles.
Yeah, but there's a space in between each one.
Oh,
of them.
so you go knuckle in the space.
Yeah, so January has 31 days, and you go in the space. That's February, not 30. Then March is your middle knuckle, 31 days. Then April, not 30. Then May, 31. Then June, not. Then July, 31. So
Didn't you start back again?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, can you Google that?
Yeah, because August is 31.
Yeah. So there, it's called. Teach you something every day.
Man, I just
I feel like a real boomer right now.
Wow, yeah, I'm actually. Yep, you are correct.
Lummy, will you go ahead and verify my correctness?
Well, I did all the months, but
they didn't teach me that in school.
No, I mean Google it. Is there such thing as the for months with 31 days? Is there such thing as what they say the knuckle test?
No, knuckle method for days in a month.
Yeah, so read it.
Since
you're above average than IQ.
Makes it fast with one hand. Tells you how to do it. Each knuckle represents a month with 31 days. Each dip is the month with 30 days, except for February. Yes, they started teaching that back in the Well, 1600s.
Really?
The 1600s. That's what my teacher taught me, the knuckle test.
I had never got no knuckle
Me
test.
I
neither.
guarantee you, Gene, you're going to use it, though.
Now I will.
I
guarantee
definitely
you.
will. That was great.
We were talking about pythons earlier. Let me find on there's a guy who's got like 500,000 subscribers on YouTube.
I don't want nothing to do with that.
His name is called the Python Cowboy. All he does is he lives in Florida, or I guess either lives down there or goes down there and hunts pythons every day, and the state of Florida pays him based on poundage because like you will
He's
never
in Martin County.
Oh, he's in Martin County?
Yeah. Over by like Port St. Lucie.
Yeah. And we as a state will never be able to get rid of all the pythons. It is such a problem that it's destroying the Everglades because they don't have a natural predator.
Why is it destroying them?
Because they don't have a natural predator. Nothing can kill them.
Gators don't kill them?
Nope.
No, they eat gators.
They eat gators. Gene, they'll eat a gator whole.
Wow.
And so, Gene, see, the way the ecosystem works is everybody, if you're at the top of the food chain and nothing can eat you, well, then that's nature's balanced out to be that way. But like the little rabbits and like things, they can make it if they can stay away from their predators. Well, these guys, they can roll around and they don't have to be afraid. It's kind of like you, Gene Oscar, when you're being an outlaw. You can roll around and not be afraid. Well, that makes for sometimes an impossible human being. And so pythons are a lot like, bikers, and the fact that there's nobody above them for the most part, and they roll around with no natural predator. And they just
Look
eat
at the size of that mouth.
They just eat everything, don't they?
Yes, they do.
That's why they're destroying the Everglades ecosystem.
And they have a lot of babies like every 30 days.
Like every 30 days, Gene.
Really?
They'll have
it's like 30 or 40 eggs.
Yeah.
That just pop.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
That's a payday right there.
See, so I mean,
that's a redneck from
Oh
hell.
yeah. This guy puts the red in redneck. Check this out.
About $500 on my back.
500.
He's about a 90.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back, y'all. Got a video for you.
And so, Gene, all he does is drive down these dirt roads or go into the Everglades and just looks for snakes. Check this out.
Here of the second day of a 2-day hunt I had out in the Everglades.
Is that a noisemaker to get the snakes? What is that?
No. He's just always looking at the side of the road here for movement, and listen. Just like you can look at a part and tell me if it's been powder coated correctly. He can look down in this scruff and tell you if there's snakes.
Cypress National Park. Did really well this day. Turned it out, leaving with 5.
And Gene, look, he's got his truck configured that he's got LEDs on the side, so I'm sure that's for nighttime poaching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Pythons, which is pretty good, especially this time of year. And 3 of the pythons I actually caught all within 10 feet of each other. So should be a pretty good one. Hope y'all enjoy.
Man, he's just driving his truck with one ready to jump out at a moment's notice.
That's a badass, man.
All right, let's get your first python here. We don't need all this.
I don't know if y'all can see it.
Harry.
I don't see him yet.
Gene and I would drive right by that guy. No, I don't see it, but he sees it. He's a snake.
I know,
he's
but
a snake. He's a snake whisperer. He can see this stuff. Look, hold on. I don't know if he can see it, but I can see it right down there, moving around a little bit.
I do not see him yet.
Probably got me about a 12-footer back in there. That'd be about $500.
I got this damn bicycler coming up on me. Maybe about 10 minutes before the.
Trying to.
There's plenty of pythons for everyone, and at the end of the day, watches me.
Trying to get to where he. Oh, there he goes. So he's got him one. Here we go. Hold on. Now see.
Oh, I see him now.
I can't.
Right there.
Right here.
Yeah, up.
Really?
Yeah, right there. You got him.
Right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but man, if you're just looking there,
yeah, you
wouldn't know.
That. No.
Look, he sees him.
You gotta come in from
He has to come. Okay, shut my door.
You can see here the python so confident in its camouflage and the fact that it has no predators.
See, Gene, I was right.
Yeah.
The reason why it screws up the ecosystem is it has no predators. Nobody except man.
It just lays there and.
Let me think about how much he can make if he caught the one it was a $500. But let's think you catch 10 of those a day, making $4 or $5 grand out there just for catching snakes. No, thank you. I mean, I'll be poor and work at McDonald's before I go out and start catching pythons.
Oh, yeah.
Live in a big-ass house. What? Hey, where'd you make all your money? Man, I catch pythons.
Get on an airboat and go out there.
And watches me. And
you know how I catch pythons
I
on
wonder
an
why I
airboat?
ain't got a dog.
You know how I catch pythons? With an airboat with a shotgun. That's how I'm going to catch my pythons.
isn't scared at all.
Well, they're wanted dead or alive, right?
What's that?
They're wanted dead or alive.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I don't think they have to be alive.
Well, yeah, but you don't get as much money if they're not alive.
Why?
Oh, I don't know.
What are they going to do with
Just
them?
to research and get eggs.
Yeah.
It's a way.
But, you know, whatever. The only good python's a dead python. So look at him. Look at this. So he gets a hold of this damn thing. I wouldn't even want to grab its tail like this. No way.
No,
For
gonna
in
come
fear
back
that
at you.
Yeah, look at it. It's already trying to get back
Already.
at him. Oh, look.
Oh, yeah, it's biting now. It's biting toward him.
Yeah, look.
Wow.
No way. No way.
Docile in this cold weather.
I'll take my shotgun with snake shot. They make shells for snakes.
Yeah.
Snake shot. It's a little more fine and it spreads better, but it does the job. I'd have my Mossberg pistol grip out. I'd blow that snake away. Maybe I'm not going to get as much money for it, but I'm not dealing with this
Right in
snake.
the head.
Call me a pussy all you want.
Nice size male.
Look at. First of all, Gene, I trip over one of those twigs, and then he come in
Then
there
he's got
and then he hacks me.
He wraps you. Ooh.
Oh yeah,
Good
no
shot.
way, no way do I got this
Oh, he
type
got
of skill.
bit.
Did he get bit?
He just said he said he grabbed it too far back until he got bit.
Ooh, yeah, he did got bit right there. Ow,
So,
ow, ow, ow.
Grabbed too far back and got bit. Laugh out loud.
I'd
got him
try
now.
to snap that neck off, head off.
Look at this.
How you doing, man?
Guy on the bicycle caught up to me and got to watch me get bit like a rookie.
Like a rookie.
Wonder if it shows his injuries, Lummy. Like I wonder if it shows.
Usually pretty good out.
Oh, here it is.
Nah, go for it, man.
But I don't think pythons are venomous, so I just
No,
think
they're not.
so they can't kill you. So there's
Poke
a
a hole in you, though.
python cowboy.
I sent you, by the way, just so Gene can see it if you want to show him, a python with a whole alligator, a little 5-foot alligator.
Oh
in
yeah,
its
Gene.
belly.
This is
mouth?
why. Yeah, hold on.
No,
This is why. Now, are you making sure it's not AI? I mean, is
No,
it,
it's not AI.
Okay,
It's
'cause
real.
we'll get
Yeah,
busted.
it's-
So, Gene, this is why these mother effers are disrupting the ecosystem because they'll eat a 5-foot gator whole. Watch. Does it have any sound? No, but I don't think it does. I don't think it has any sound.
Wow.
So this python. Do they open up its
Yeah,
stomach and
right
find?
here. That's what they're doing right here.
There's the gator. See it, Gene?
Yeah, the whole thing.
In its stomach.
Big gator. Wow.
Yeah, they cut it open, then you can see the gator just laying there.
Look at that. And then there's the gator.
And he's dead now?
Yeah.
What kills
They
him? Like the
suffocate?
stomach acid?
Stomach
and-
acid and plus, I think they said
They
this
probably
gator was in
smother.
there.
They probably get smothered.
mother?
The stomach acid and the gator.
Yeah, I think it said that one was in there for like 4 or 5 days.
Talk about indigestion or talk about.
Really? He
hold
didn't
on.
even digest it yet.
Hey, talk about.
He
You know,
couldn't
after,
digest it, that's why he died?
you know, after you
Or
gorge
did he get
yourself
caught?
after Thanksgiving and you just feel like crap, because you just ate too much. Man, how would you feel if you ate something the size of, like, if I ate something
digest
that's
it.
as big as me, right? Talk about an uncomfortable feeling. Man, how does the snake just stay, like, just kind of slither around until his body acid or his stomach acid breaks down the gator?
Yeah. And so it's fed for like months, I think they said.
Yeah, it just sits there and
Don't eat no more.
Yeah.
But it's got like 30, 40 babies now popped out.
Yeah, it's just popping out babies at an alarming rate. Lummy, is this for real? My star running back for the Green Bay Packers. Everybody knows I'm a Packer fan.
Yep.
Arrested last night in Green Bay for domestic violence and hitting his girlfriend. I think he was dating a social influencer or something like that. Wasn't he?
An OnlyFans girl.
An OnlyFans girl. Now, could this potentially? Could the league step in and suspend him or fire him or anything?
Yes, yeah. The NFL will probably wait for an investigation.
Well, does it have anything to do with, like, whether charges are dropped or like does that have anything to do with it?
They'll do their own investigation. So it could come out, where he gets suspended for 3 to 6 games.
Oh my God,
that's it.
Well, it all depends on their investigation.
He's the star running back. Like that's a blow.
That gives him the right to be.
Starting here at 6 o'clock with breaking news, Packers running back Josh Jacobs arrested.
Yeah, police near Green Bay, Hobart Lawrence police say Jacobs turned himself in today. They say officers were...
Gene, have you ever turned yourself in before?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
I turned
they're going to get you anyway.
I turned myself in.
Might as well get you, while you're ready.
When I got arrested for the hog deal.
Yeah, you walked in.
I walked in, turned myself in. It's way cooler that way. And you know what? They're actually cooler to you. I heard they were a lot cooler to you. Because they don't have to go out and find you.
It all depends on what you did.
Responded to a complaint involving Jacobs on Saturday. He is booked in the Brown County Jail on charges of battery, strangulation and suffocation, and intimidating a victim.
Hold on. The strangulation and suffocation,
sound like a sex move.
In a statement we got within the last 20 minutes or so, Jacobs' attorney said Josh vehemently denies the allegations, and this matter is in the early stages of investigation with important evidence that has not yet been made public. We ask for fairness and restraint while the judicial process takes its course.
And we just got a statement in from the Packers, from Big 12 Sports Director Dario Melendez. That statement.
Here's what the Packers are going to say here. I don't even know what they're going to say. They're going to be like something about we're going to let it figure itself out, and we'll have our own investigation, and we'll get back to you.
Been reading. We're aware of the matter involving Josh Jacobs. As it is an ongoing legal situation, we will withhold further comment. Jacobs joined the Pack in 2024 after starting his career with the Raiders. We'll have updates on this story posted for you on the 12 News and mobile app.
There's I sent you her Instagram, but there's a lot of people saying that it's kind of like the Shannon Sharp, where Shannon Sharp got kind of set up to get a payout.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they're thinking here. This girl's just looking for a payout.
That's what some of these bitches do.
And that's her?
Well, yeah, this is her.
Damn.
I mean,
she ain't black.
No, she's not. She looks like she might be a white with a Latino, with a little bit of Latino kicker. But man, she's got whew. Oh. There's the freckles.
You can't get close.
Yeah, you got to have that foundation.
You see her across the room. She's great.
She's got to have that foundation on in order to be able to hide those frecks.
Yeah.
I think the frecks are kind of. I think they're kind of cute, but
once.
You know what he likes too? He likes that thick booty.
She's ugly right there.
Yeah, she's not very. Yeah.
Better put your hair back down, girl.
Josh Jacobs, you can do far better. But I bet you there's not a big selection of chicks in Green Bay.
No.
Especially if you're a Packer, you're a black dude, and you're there's probably, I don't know what the percentage of African Americans in Green Bay is, but I've been told it's the lowest amount of any NFL city.
She looks kind of mouthy. She probably deserves getting choked.
And Gene, that's not what we're going with today, buddy.
I'm for the dude, man. I think she caused her own problems.
That's not what we're going with.
I mean, look at the guy. He's a good-looking dude. Green Bay.
The views and opinions made by Gene Lasker are not necessarily those of our advertisers or this radio station.
There's 4.4% black population in Green Bay.
Yeah, like that.
So that's the whole
so what does
Green
that
Bay
mean? Like
Packer.
four for every 100 people? They're black guy.
Yeah. Four for
Man,
every.
your whole your Green Bay state is racist.
No.
Well, why don't y'all let them move there?
No, they don't want to go there. African Americans don't want to go to Green Bay. There's nothing for them.
Yeah, Hispanics look like they're taking over there. They got
Hispanics
18%.
are taking over everywhere. Hispanics are literally taking over everywhere. Even in Warsaw, Indiana, the Hispanics have moved in, and you know why? Because they'll do the jobs that most lazy white guys won't do. For real. A lazy white guy that, that needs to do, work on the farm or, pick strawberries or do roofing or,
your plumber better pick it up.
Things like that. The average, white dude that's just getting out of high school isn't going to do any of that. He's not going to roof. He's not going to he's not going to work in the agricultural farming business. He's not going to do any of that. and Green Bay is not a big enough inner city to support, the inner city effect, if you will.
What are you trying to say? There's no slums there?
No, I'm just trying to say, like, usually bigger cities, Chicago, Detroit,
have cheaper
Philly. No, they
places to
have downtown areas that are they have cells of ethnicity, like New York has Chinatown, and New York has Harlem, and New York has an Italian community and a Polish community. Like Chicago has a German and a Polish and an African American. Like these different ethnicities tend to stick together.
I sent you what Green Bay looks like
territorially. Gene, so the Italians will live where all the Italians live, and the Polish people will live where all the Polish people live, and the African Americans will live where the African Americans live.
Actually, that shows right here.
All
exactly
right,
what you said.
Here we go, Gene. The blue is white. This is Green Bay, Wisconsin, ladies and gentlemen. Meanwhile, show me New York,
all right.
Okay, or L.A. One of the two. So blue is white. Yellow is Hispanic, green is black, red is Asian, and brown is multiple other.
I'm moving there.
So it breaks it down into the best neighborhoods now. Okay. High values look like the ones that are all part of I think that's part of Lake Superior or Lake Michigan, or I don't know.
Is that not nice?
I wonder why.
No, the red. Oh no! I'm sorry. The red are bad.
Yeah,
the red are bad.
Value. Why?
Green,
Because
the
cold
green.
there
So it looks like there's really only one real rich
way out in the
neighborhood.
suburbs.
Way out, one rich suburb, and that's over here by Hobart. Take 29 out there to Hobart, Lummy, and that's where it looks like where it is right there.
Is that where all the Packers live?
That's probably where all the Packers live. Yes. And then the low value tends to be all these kind of deals. Lummy, did you send me?
Man, the low value people took up the good
any
property.
other city?
Yeah, I'm sending you L.A.
You're sending me L.A.
Yes.
All right. So as you can see, Gene, with Green Bay, there's not a lot of African Americans there.
There's two little pockets.
Let's see what rent prices are. Oh, I don't know. Oh, here we go. On the average, the cost of rent in Green Bay is only $874 a month.
Oh.
Wow. Households in Green Bay have a median income of $5,000 per month. So the average renter in Green Bay is roughly spending 17% on housing. All right. That's why African Americans don't like to live. That really helps. That really hurts the Packers, too, in the free agency, Lummy, because when they're going after a free agent and, as an African American, there's not a lot of things to do. You don't have like soul food.
What are you trying to say, man? Only black guys are good in football?
Well, yeah. No, I'm not trying to say that. You said it. But what I'm saying is, if you look at Lummy, give me the ethnicity background of the NFL.
Okay.
And Gene, I'm sure it's probably 70%. So yeah, most NFL players that are good are black. That's just the way it is. Just like the NBA, just like baseball. The only sport that seems to have a chance still.
They got an extra bone for it or something, right?
We're not getting into the extra bone stuff, Gene. We're not doing that, my friend.
It says 53.6% are black.
53
in the NFL.
Okay. Oh, just a little over half.
Just a little over half.
Just a little over half. So this is Los Angeles, Gene. This shows you the race, diversity, and ethnicity of Los Angeles. White is blue.
They run him off.
Look at Hispanic.
Holy cow.
Hispanic is yellow. Black is green.
Is Mexican Hispanic?
Yep.
Yeah, that's why.
Black is green. Asian is red, and then
man, the poor black guy's nowhere to be found. He's just in a little spot.
No, they got quite a bit.
Yeah, they're Inglewood.
Here we go.
Why they stick him in one spot?
That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better right there. That gives you a little bit better idea of, man, look at the Hispanic.
Man.
Y'all
better get them borders shut down.
Yeah.
If you liked that segment, then you'll definitely like the new redesigned BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show after this.
Infantry. Jumping up space. Chub it up space, $20. Thank you, chub it up. What's up, Iggy?
What's up, Big? Get Iggy with it.
Oh, you got it? Right?
What?
Is it?
Let me see it. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Just put it over there by the Bubba Army sign.
Okay. Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Bob.
Who found that, Greg?
Bob. Bob jumped on it. Yeah, I did. Goldberg, and they put him right in. Had a nice little inning. Was it 8?
Did they win last night?
No, 6-1.
We got beat?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
6-1. We picked up Craig Cambrell, though.
Who's that?
He's a reliever. He was one of the best closers in the league for a while.
So we're on a 3-game losing streak right now.
We went to the Orioles.
What are we, 2.5 up?
Yeah.
Yankees won?
Yeah, we're slowing down. I think it's a day game today.
Gloria Zach, our only one on PayPal. Thank you. Gloria says.
Well, explain yourselves.
Just like a six-pack of cheap Yiddish beer.
Surprise me. You look like a typical low-life character to me.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
PayPal, Venmo, Cash App at The Bubba Army. Appreciate you. You can always super chat on YouTube. Appreciate that as well. So, Lasker, what did you do over your holiday weekend? Build another shop? buy another race car?
I bought another hot rod.
I know. I saw that. Was it from Indiana?
Yeah.
Did you have to go to Indiana?
Dude, I left on Friday at 1 o'clock at lunchtime, and I drove straight there. I got there 8 o'clock in the morning.
You're talking about Indiana?
Yeah.
What part of Indiana?
I don't know.
I wish you would have let me know, because if it would have been near like Columbus, I would have had you go see sumo. Or
I didn't. Let me tell you,
you have to know.
I left
You
at 1
have to
o'clock.
know. Hold on. You have to know the city that you went to.
I don't remember. I don't know.
Gene,
what?
Was it South Indiana?
Yeah,
it was next to Chicago.
Oh, it was. That's up by where I live. That's up by Warsaw.
Yes, it's right up there. Yeah.
Elkhart, Goshen.
Yeah, it was up there towards there.
Well,
right by it.
Can by the end of the show, can you find out what city Indiana you went to?
Yeah, I can look it up on my phone.
All right. So you drove. Was it just you?
Yeah, it was me and a friend, a guy that's been working on the team. He said he wanted to go, so I said no one else.
Was this a 32 Highboy? What was it?
Yeah, it's a 34.
34
coupe with a big block.
Ford.
Yeah.
With like what a
396 in it, big block.
396.
Yeah, got a 12 bolt on the rear end and wishbone suspension,
blower,
drop axle, no blower, just 1 4-barrel.
You gonna put dual quads on it?
Probably. Ton of Ram.
And so is that your last race car?
Is that my last race?
Is that your last street rod? Because you have another one.
I got mine, and then I got this one, and I bought a new frame the other day. So I'm gonna build a brand new piece. That's I'm gonna sell them. I'm gonna buy them.
You're gonna flip them.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip them.
Restore them and flip them.
Yeah.
Does the one from Indiana need any restoration, or?
Well,
is it
yeah. The guy just run out of talent building it, and I'm gonna take it all apart.
Did you get it right? Did you buy it right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So anyway, I left at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Usually it's 16 or 17 hours to Warsaw door to door from here. So,
okay, I got there at 8 o'clock in the morning.
So you left at 6.
I left at 1 o'clock at lunch on Friday.
1 o'clock on Friday.
Saturday morning, I got there at 8 o'clock in the morning.
So 1 o'clock in the morning would have been 12 hours, and you got there what time?
8.
So 12 and 8 is 12. Let me see, 12 plus. You got there at 8.
Yep.
So add 7 hours to 12, and you got there in 19 hours.
Yeah.
19 hours. Yeah, so that's probably up by Chicago, like LaPorte, Gary, Hobart, LaGrange, all there. Then so would you load it up?
I bought it, loaded it up, and then I headed home, and I got home.
Cash or a check?
Cash.
Okay.
And then so I loaded at 8 o'clock, so I left there, boom, and I got home at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Hold on. So you never, ever stopped and slept?
No.
Man, Chattanooga is kind of like where we would stop and sleep when we were doing that type of trip, because it's kind of like halfway, Chattanooga.
I'll never not sleep again. I mean, I was seeing things.
Here's the deal. It's because I've made the drive. I've made Tampa to Warsaw, which is about an hour or two from where you were. And here's the worst part of the drive. Georgia and Florida. Other than that, because you zip through Tennessee pretty fast, you zip through Kentucky pretty fast, but then you're in Indiana. Indiana's a long state, too. So Indiana, Georgia, and Florida suck. Like when you get to Valdosta or Macon, you still got 4.5, 5 hours, left.
Right, man.
Like when you get to Atlanta, and you gotta time Atlanta correctly. If you get through Atlanta during drive time, you're screwed. What time did you go through Atlanta?
I don't. It was in the evening time, so we went right through it.
Right. And then,
but the guy that I took with me,
did he drive?
He drove once, and I put him in the car. I put him in the seat at 11 o'clock at night, and we went by 3 exits. I said, "Hey man, pull over that next exit." Okay. He pulled over. What do you want? I said, "Get out."
His driving made you nervous.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm the same. I'm
so
the same
drove.
way. If I'm with a guy, if I'm with Larry Plummer or Sumo or Gooch that knows how to drive, I can sleep because I know they know how to drive.
But I didn't have a driver.
With a trailer. If I'm with somebody that I cannot, the Merch Creek, we drove to LJ one time to stay in Tom's cabin, and we left right after my show, so I was going to try to take a nap. No. I love her more than anything, but she cannot drive. She's one of those. Listen, when you're driving, especially
she's made it all this time with trailers and everything.
Yeah, but hold on. She's one of these where she reacts to the brake lights ahead of you.
Oh yeah.
Whereas you got to be a couple cars ahead of that, and when you see their brake lights go on, then you let off the gas. Don't hit the brakes. Let your car coast. Then as the guy in front of you starts to apply his brakes, then maybe you start kind of just being mindful.
Not everybody can drive like that.
So what she does is she just rip-roars around. That's why she totaled her Mercedes that I bought for her from Tom Bean, that badass one, because she follows too closely and she brakes last minute. And I'm like, I was the same way. Get out of this car immediately. And then I start yelling. I said, listen, can't you see? There's a car in front of you, but the truck in front of him is
too old to teach now.
Is braking. She goes I know it's braking, but the car. I'm like, well, you got to let off the gas, let your car coast a little bit. People like that go through brake pads about every 40,000 miles, and people that don't go through brake pads about every 80,000 miles. Right, Gene? I mean, there'll be sometimes I'll put my car in neutral and just let it roll, because if I know there's a big traffic jam up ahead of me and everybody's hitting the brakes, I'll just put it in neutral and just let it glide on up there. So, Gene, if you were with me or somebody that you trusted driving a trailer,
I'd have been real comfortable.
You could have slept.
Yeah.
But I can't sleep when I know that I got somebody that's might crash us and we're going to die. So you said, okay, you had 3 exits of that, and you're like, listen, buddy, I'm taking the wheel back over. So you left Friday at
lunchtime, 1 o'clock.
Got back Sunday?
I got back Saturday night at 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, Sunday at 1 o'clock in the morning.
So 1 to 1.
1 to 1.
Wow. And how much work does it need?
Well, it don't have. It's got the steering in it. It's got the pedals in it. It don't got no brake lines, or the master cylinder's not hooked up yet.
Got a floor? Has it got a floor?
Yeah, the floor's in it, and firewalls are in it, and it just needs all the upholstery done inside. Needs the windows put in.
You got an upholstery guy? Well,
yeah, I got an upholstery guy.
Well, our one guy died, didn't he? Our one upholstery guy.
Oh, yeah. Castellano, yeah. Eddie.
Eddie.
Yeah, he died.
And how did Eddie die? Does it drugs?
Well, Eddie died doing drugs, but Eddie died on purpose.
Oh, he killed himself?
Yeah.
Oh.
But let me tell you something. He had 2 hoes.
He was a good dude.
In the motorhome for a weekend, and 2 ounces, and just smoked until he shut off. But he had a tumor in his belly that was large as a watermelon.
Oh.
And he did not want to die and let the kid, the handicapped kid that he was raising, see him.
What was that kid's name? Corbin?
No, it's not Corbin.
Mikey?
No, I forgot his name.
He was funnier than hell.
Wasn't he?
Remember? So this
it started with an M.
I forget what it is. So listen to this. Just like a little old reminiscing story. So when Gene lived off of Wood Street with Christina, that's where we did all of our racing out of. And Gene had a badass shop that he built, and he kept building onto it. And it kept getting bigger and bigger. Did a pool there and everything, and it ended up being, and it had it all handicapped. The state of Florida gave him a certain amount of money to put handicap stuff in his house, like to have his
Macklin.
Yes, Macklin. So Gene's, everybody hung out at Gene's because we had 3 sprint cars. Gene had a car, I had a car, then we had a backup car. And was it Tuesday nights, Gene?
Yeah.
Tuesday nights was wrenching night. And so we all got there on Tuesday nights about 6, and Christine would either grill out or have some food for us. And we would wrench we would get our cars ready for the next week. Well, there's this kid, and didn't Macklin live across the street at the time?
Yeah, he was living with Jody.
He was living with Jody and Eddie.
Yeah, and Eddie.
Eddie and Jody. Eddie is he was part of our crew, and he had his own upholstery shop. Real good guy.
Mm-hmm.
And Jody, and then they had a kid named Macklin, and Macklin was mentally retarded. He was, but he was functional. Like he could, he could.
He would go, Eddie, you don't do that. No, Gene not like that. Eddie, no.
But hold on, he had no filter, so he'd be like, Bubba, fat. Bubba, I go, Macklin, stop that ain't Bubba, you fat.
It was hard to teach him to be respectful because he didn't know what respectful meant.
Well, not only that, but not only was it hard to teach him to be respectful, but everybody laughed at his stuff, so he
thought it was great.
He thought it was like, hey, I'm getting attention and I'm doing. He associated, laughing with a validation.
We were
that
just
you're
happy
doing
that he talked.
He would go, Gene, mean. Gene, mean. Bubba, fat. Eddie, mean. Jody, like her.
Yeah,
Mama,
like her,
Mama, like her love.
She was a good mom.
Mama, like her love. And that's even. And so Gene Lummy, he was so funny.
Yeah,
he was so funny. Oh my God, he would come hang out with us. And I wonder. I'm sure he's still alive, right?
Yeah. He's doing good. I mean,
as an adult, like that's nothing that you could grow out of or fix.
He lives with his mom,
Jody.
Yeah, and they got a place up in Ocala.
That was Ted's daughter.
Ted Fleming's daughter. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She was wild. Remember?
Who, Jody?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was wild. Let's not get into Jody's wildness. Okay.
Oh, some good wildness, huh?
Oh man. She came to East Bay with chaps on, nothing underneath it.
She was a promiscuous, fun wild. Right?
Eddie stole her from the banquet when Joe Melnick. She was dealing with Joe Melnick and living with him, and then we went to the banquet, and then we won.
And he scooped her up.
Yeah. He scooped her right out of the dance floor, bro, and took her right to her room, and then he came back down from the room with her hair all messed up, and remember like that movie where they had the stuff in her hair. The dude had stuff in his hair.
Something about Mary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They something about Mary to Jody, too.
She had something that looked like a white.
Just like it. And she came down.
She had, let's just cut to the chase. She had sperm in her hair.
Yeah, she sure did. And she had the mascara dripping down her face, like
Eddie
Alex Cooper.
Eddie, it was the East Bay Awards banquet. Lasker won the championship. Melnick got second. And so Joe Melnick, who's really good race car driver,
very good,
and had great stuff, and always gave Gene, like it was always him, Gene, or Sammy Rodriguez, or Kenny Adams, or Sport Allen. There's just some really good racers out there back in the day. Taylor Andrews, he was a handful.
Red Stauffer.
So anyway, Lasker wins the sports championship. Joe Melnick brings Jody to the banquet. That's his girlfriend. Eddie, who's there, part of Gene's crew, it's at a hotel, picks up Jody on the dance floor, starts dancing with her. They disappear for about 90 minutes.
Easy.
Maybe 2 hours.
And it's great.
Like,
then comes back.
Literally, Eddie picks her up first or second song into the banquet, and they get done about literally with 15.
We're getting our trophy.
Yeah, the awards have been handed out. The checks have been handed out. They were kind of wrapping it up, and here comes Jody and Eddie, and she's got sperm in her hair.
And I had to go grab the microphone.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you something.
I said, we not only won the championship, we won the battle too. Look, Melnick, we took your girl.
Yeah. So Lasker gets on the microphone. Hey, I just want everybody to know, not only did I win the points championship and I got the biggest trophy here, but it looks like one of my crew guys took Melnick's old lady upstairs. That's
told on him.
That's what I was told was said.
That's what it was said.
Something like that.
He took her upstairs, and
everybody's looking at her. Her hair's got sperm in it.
And she loved it.
She didn't care.
She liked being,
So
sued.
Speaking of, we were talking about the Los Angeles diversity, ethnicity, map, so to speak. Here is a Latin guy who you got to understand. Cops want to shoot you. They do. They want to. They want to shoot you.
Yeah.
And if you act like an asshole and you
chances are you're going to get it.
and you brandish a gun,
you're
going to get shot.
You are.
You're going to get shot. You don't got to point the gun at them. You don't got. If you just show them a gun, they don't know what your intentions are. If you got a gun in your waistline and they're frisking you and patting you down, they find it. Okay, that might be a charge if you don't have a license to carry it or you're not a felon. But most people that carry them in their waistline are felons.
But don't reach for it.
So,
God, of course.
Let me look. Did you see Al Roker just now? God, he looks like he's about.
He looks sick.
Yeah, he looks sick. So anyway, if you gotta, if you're just gonna, you cannot pull out your gun when you're surrounded by cops. They want to shoot you. They love that. I'm just saying. That's what they spend.
They signed up for it.
They blow off tens of thousands of rounds at the shooting range to learn how to shoot you.
Yeah.
They're not learning how to, they're so, again, anybody who gets shot by the cops, it's so easy not to get shot by the cops. Just keep your hands up and don't make any sudden moves. And if you have something on you, just tell the cops, hey, I just want to let you know I got a gun in my waistband and I ain't doing nothing. I ain't reaching for nothing. You guys want me on my stomach? You want me on my back? Where do you want me? Now, they're going to come yoke your ass up and throw you down to the ground, but you're not going to get killed. Unlike this dude who sends them on a wild goose chase. Then they go to an embankment, like an overpass, like an off-ramp kind of deal. And the cops got him completely surrounded. And then he reaches for his gun.
Oh, dumbass.
And he's in the same condition that Eddie is right now. Not with us.
And I'm assignment manager Mark Liu here at the desk. There is new dash cam and body cam video.
Lummy, they got a wraparound like we do.
Sure do.
Yeah, we're like
they copied you.
We're as big time as the major CBS affiliate in Los Angeles.
Of a deadly shooting at the end.
And hold on, they even got wires and stuff like we have none of that. We're way more cleaner than that.
End of a high-speed pursuit. We covered that.
Is that Mark Lee? Mark Liu?
Mark Lee.
High-speed pursuit here at the desk the day that it happened, and now we are seeing the perspective of officers at the end of that pursuit as they were confronted with an armed suspect, and that's when they opened fire. Now, this is dash cam video from the morning of April 8th.
Just like the Secret Service dudes. Did you hear how many bullets they routed off? They said the bad guy only got off between 3 and 6 shots. I bet you I heard 40.
I think they said it ended up being 38 shots.
Okay, there you go.
Enough.
There were 38 shots, and only 6 were from the bad guy. They want to dump lead in you at an alarming rate.
LAPD officers about 9:40 in the morning attempted to take.
Gene, you've never tried to flee the police, have you?
Yeah.
When you were a gypsy driver?
Yeah.
Did you ever get caught?
Yeah, that one time I got caught.
You got caught in the parking lot.
Yeah.
But you never got caught once you got on the open road.
No.
The driver.
How many times on the open road did you lose the cops? 2, 3? Twice. How fast did you get it up to?
120, 125.
And passenger of this black BMW into custody near 7th and Town in downtown LA.
Man, is that like a whole big adrenaline dump when you're running from the cops?
Oh man.
And you're in a
because you know you're gonna get beat up when you get caught.
But what if you don't get caught?
Right. If you don't get caught, man.
Yeah.
They turned on their lights and sirens, but that driver and passenger did not want to comply and took off on the 10 freeway. What you're seeing here is the dash cam video of the lead officer in that pursuit.
Why do I feel like Los Angeles has more car chases than any other city? What are these? Do these people just think they're above the law?
More Mexicans.
What's that?
More Mexicans.
Chased after that black BMW at very high.
Maybe Mexicans, don't quite understand the concept that when a cop lights you up from the back, you're supposed to find the nearest place to pull over in a safe area.
They feel lucky. They made it over the fence. They might make this chase.
They feel like they made it over the fence. They think they can get rid of this cruiser. This cruiser ain't near as bad as that razor barbed wire I had to go over.
Speeds. You can see at times that BMW was out of view, but the air unit was overhead. We also launched SkyCal right about this time, and the driver ended up getting off the freeway on the Olympic Boulevard off-ramp, made a U-turn, and then came right at officers. Now, what you're going to see here is the impact between that BMW and the first officer here, and then there's another dash cam video of the second officer here in this.
Police pursuits are so common that they have to have a guy just in charge of police. Like this guy seems to be the play-by-play.
I just did a search right now for LAPD pursuit. There was one last night. There was one the day before. There was one the day before that. There's been one every day for the last week and a half.
Yeah.
Pursuit, and you're going to see the violent collision. Now, what you're going to see next, the driver gets out of the car and apparently pulls a gun.
Yeah, and cops don't care if they wad up their car.
No.
They don't care. Like, you and I drive around hoping we don't get
another one.
Smash into another one. But they just, man, they're like, man, this is part of my weaponry, is my car. I can use it as a tool to stop this bad guy. So I'm going to go ahead and completely wad up my squad car.
And that's when officers open fire. We have paused the video at the moment the shots were fired. Take a look.
They don't give us the payoff, but you can see it leading up to much.
Hey, let me see your hands. Don't move.
All right. So at this point, man, you're flanked.
What kind of argument could he have?
Well, and here's the deal. How do you think this is going to, like, you are flanked. You got guys to your left, guys to your right.
Trees behind you. You can't run.
You can't run up the embankment. You're done. You would be better served to put your hands up, walk down to that sidewalk, and lay face down. You'd still be alive. Maybe he didn't want to live.
He didn't want to. He wanted to die by cop.
Turn around. Don't.
And they
is he contemplating how many guys are on?
Yes. And so they're saying don't because he's kind of at this point, Lummy, and they show a different angle, but he's kind of at this point fiddle messing around with his waistband like he's got something in it, and they're telling him don't. Like, we don't want to shoot you.
Don't do it.
Now, did you see him make that quick draw? That didn't work out too good for him. Watch this. Ready?
Put your hands up. Don't do it.
So let's say that.
Do you think he pulled a gun out?
So let's say that he did. He did. He pulls a gun out. You'll see it in another angle. But let's say that you pull a gun out and you're going after this dude. Okay, you may get lucky and get this dude, but you're gonna get smoked. They got you in every angle, bud.
Now, this is the moment LAPD says that driver pointed a gun at.
Now, this shows you, Gene, kind of a different deal. Watch this.
Officers, this is a video from the other perspective.
Oh, no.
You're done.
You're done. Right.
He didn't even really efficiently pull it out that quick. He wasn't even a quick draw, Willie. He was a fiddle mess around.
He had to pick his shirt up, everything.
Watch.
This is a video from the other perspective, and you can see LAPD has highlighted the moment that suspect.
Oh, so they didn't even smoke him on the first pullout.
I would have.
Oh.
Later identified as 30-year-old Jesus Jaime reaches for something in his waistband and then appears to stop and then pull what they say is a firearm.
Oh, hold on.
That was like a baby machine gun.
Hold on. Let me show you something here. Oh, okay. That's smoke from the wreckage. I thought that was smoke from the guy's gun.
Then pull what they say is a firearm at officers. Now, this is video after the shooting occurred. The driver is on the ground next to the BMW. The passenger gets out of...
the passenger knew. He just watched his boy got smoked. He walks out.
The vehicle, he was injured in the crash, but did not confront officers with any sort of weapon. Officers took that man into custody, and then officers went to approach the driver. Unfortunately, he was dead from his wounds from the shooting. Now, this was evidence that LAPD says was covered at the scene.
2 guns. That's the gun you need if you're going to do some bad stuff because it doesn't leave any casings behind.
Is that 357?
I think it's a 357 Magnum. Those are badass pieces of gunnery.
9mm handgun and then a 357 Magnum.
That's what all cops used to carry back in the day, were 357 Magnums.
Harry's?
Yep.
Revolver.
Well, Dirty Harry carried a 44 Magnum with an 8-inch barrel.
They were booked into evidence. This is damage to the LAPD officers. The passenger did survive.
Now, Gene, will LAPD send that to a body shop and fix it, or they just...
Nah, it's totaled. Airbags have popped.
So they'll just sell it to like a Copart kind of deal?
Yeah.
Damage to the LAPD officer.
And then a guy like Keith Knobs, bitch, will pick that thing apart and make about 10 grand on it?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yep.
Because, I mean, look,
motor, transmission, rear end,
motor,
all 4 doors in the back cab. You
wheels,
cut the
three of the 4 wheels.
If you got a rear end hit on a van, on one of them Suburbans, you cut that rear end off.
Rear tail lights, assembly, all of that. He'd have Jackie Knobs bitch out there just cutting this thing all to pieces, wouldn't he?
Yep.
And then he takes the frame and everything, and the scrap guy comes and gets it.
Yeah.
Pays him how much?
metal.
Yeah.
The passenger did survive. He's facing multiple charges, but again, that driver killed in the shooting. No officers injured.
Now, why would the passenger be facing multiple charges? Because, like, if I'm driving, Gene, and you're not doing anything wrong, and I'm like, screw these cops, I hate them, I'm out of here, and you're like, hey, let me tell you something, stop and pull over, I don't want to get smoked. No,
They don't know he's saying that.
I know that, but
he'll have to prove that.
But he's going to tell, I mean, listen, officers, I don't have any weed on me, I don't have any coke on me, I don't have any warrants. I was just riding along with my friend, he decides to go,
It wasn't a stolen car.
But still, if you get inside of a stolen car,
you're guilty.
Does that make you guilty of stealing a car?
Until you get a lawyer, until you get Hazed, talk him out of it. Listen, I was kidnapped. The guy wanted to rape me.
Is that what you come up with?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry. What is it again?
I was kidnapped. The guy wanted to rape me.
Bubba the Love Sponge? Hell yeah.
I love them all, man. They're all great.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
What's happening to safety? Like, goddamn. These are all in the same spot.
Yeah.
You seem further away, though. Why?
I cut back
you're
a
not.
little bit.
Huh?
I cut back a little bit.
What's going on?
He's just trying to figure out the layout.
The layout for what?
Because everything's in the same spot like it used to be, but it seems to be Lummy's further away from me. But he's not. It don't get no fucking better than that stuff. That's for sure.
It doesn't, does it, buddy?
No.
Let me, where's the UFO story?
There's a couple. You need to send some. Back.
Thank you, Gooch. Thank you, Rolo. Didn't you send me some with prep?
Yes, I did.
All right, then I got it probably.
Just in case I sent you this one's through. There's the Jesse Waters, because he's the one who led with it yesterday.
He did?
Yes.
Is that what you sent me?
Well, mine was a little shorter. I can go in my email real quick. I was just trying to pull that up.
Yeah.
But let me get to my email.
This is 306. I just want to have two stories. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Man, I miss my fucking refrigerator.
Did that one come in?
It comes in tomorrow.
The one I said is Jesse Waters, but it's 2 minutes.
Did you send me another one?
Yeah, I sent you that one. That's one from prep.
He's talking with the former Pentagon investigator.
I got this somewhere. Now, does Jesse got two? Which should I play just one of them?
Yeah, just play one of them. I would play the 2 minute.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, it's Bubba the Love Sponge. If you're looking for a Volkswagen or any quality used vehicle, it's Volkswagen of Wesley Chapel. You can get financing as low as 0% APR on new VWs and as low as 1.9 APR on certified pre-owned. Over 200 new VWs in stock. Over 200 used vehicles in stock. You're looking for a specific car or truck or something they don't have? They'll find it for you. Mention Bubba Army, get an additional $1,000 off new or used. No questions asked. Ask for my boy Rolo. For more information, go to VWofWC.com. Volkswagen of Wesley Chapel.
Listener-supported Sponge, it's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Listener-supported via PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all at the Bubba Army. Now returns.
Gooch and Rolo both checked in, texted me and said, the studio looks amazing. And it feels amazing, too. I thought that I'd be uncomfortable, because I did 15 years in my other studio. The only thing I'm really missing is my refrigerator, because it was too big to fit underneath here, but we got a place for. I ordered a new one, a little bit smaller one, and it's going to very stealthily fit right in here where nobody can see it, and I can have my little drink concoctions and my little Lunchables and my.
Man, you never share no Lunchables with me.
What do you mean?
I didn't know you had food over there before.
Well, I just have like one lunch. I bring like one Lunchable. No, I don't. Bob is asking if you have a drink request. No, I don't. I'm good. Thanks. I mean, I'll
Who's Bob?
Bob Cook. He's painting some stuff.
Oh, he's the guy walking around here.
Mach, I'm good, bud. I'm good. I'm doing the show, bud. Okay, thanks.
Oh.
I mean, stop. Thanks. Appreciate it. I'll handle it.
They think you're thirsty because we're talking about a refrigerator?
I don't know. They got to stop. Please. I should have never mentioned it. I got to tell you, if I'm at the beach and $1 million washes up.
I'm not at the beach no more.
I'm
walking the other way.
I don't know.
With it.
I don't know.
I'm not opening it up like that.
No, neither am I. And I'm not opening it up like that. And secondly, I'm going to not just abruptly leave.
No.
I'm gonna
lay my tent over it.
I'm gonna put my tent over it. I'm gonna turn my my radio on a little bit. Spend another 30 to 45 minutes at the beach. Because people are walking up and down. And
gotta go.
Yeah, maybe send Coben down to the concession stand, get us a couple hot dogs, make sure everything looks.
I'd make Coben carry the bag.
Well, yeah.
Because then no one will really look at him.
On a Fort Lauderdale beach.
Look at all them hundreds.
$1 million washed up in a duffel bag, and this guy called the police.
What an idiot.
So does that mean if nobody
like the cops are going to give you a call?
I think that this is you don't. It's not finders keepers when it's things like this. It's called stupidity when you call the cops because they're just going to take it.
Yeah, they dropped the bag while they was hooking up to the tugboat with the.
Here's what I would do, Gene. Here's what I would do, and Gene, you're a lot more street savvy than me, so I may be completely wrong in how I would deal with this, and then you tell me what you would do with it. So $1 million floats up in this big duffel bag. I'm just going to play this story real fast. I don't practice Santeria. Oh, they put a little. Of
course.
We'll probably get a copyright, won't we?
Will.
All
Sublime,
right.
yeah.
So I'm not going to play it. So
Bummer.
this guy, millions, not just a million, millions of dollars casually wash up on a Fort Lauderdale beach. Now, is this AI or is this?
No, this is real.
This is real.
Yep.
So this guy, there's the bag, and it's closed, and it looks like, Gene, the hundreds are not wet, right? To me,
no, they're not wet because they're folded.
He gets.
Don't get the black guy involved.
That's strike one. So then he.
I mean, the picture on the left is AI, but it's the story is real.
So he calls the cops. That's what it was packed up in, a garbage
drug
bag.
Money, solid.
And it's that's drug money. So here's what I do, Gene. First of all, you don't get the black guy involved. Like you don't in the Louis Vuitton bag. If you look at it here, Lummy, he's all by himself, and the bag comes in. So and then he kind of like maybe asks this guy to help him. First of all, I just don't casually let it wash up. I snatch it.
I lay my towel right over it.
Well, I snatch it first, and I take it back to my my where I'm hanging out with my umbrella or whatever. Then I just casually put it beside my cooler, and I put a beach towel over it. And I do what I was going to do. I was going to first of all, I don't hang out at the beach much, but I'm going to hang out at the beach. I'm going to be there for a little bit, because you're going to hope that people that are walking up and down the beach, in 10 minutes there's a whole new set of people, because the people that were there 10 minutes ago are still walking one way or the other. And, the only people you really got to worry about are the people that are positioned themselves,
lay back and stare out the water.
Or that are kind of near your potential beach site,
looking at the water.
Where you're at. People, because a lot of times on the weekends, the beach will get pretty crowded, so you could have somebody, 2-3 feet from you. So you throw a beach towel over it, and you wait for about 35 to an hour. Hoping, Gene, that nobody has called the cops, and if somebody did call the cops, the cops would be there relatively soon. And Gene, at that point, you've not done anything wrong. You've put it beside you, you've not put it in your car, and you're gonna have to give it up, because they're there. But if in 30 minutes to an hour they don't show up, well, then you and Coben get that beach umbrella and that black bag, put a towel over that black bag, carry it. I'm going to carry the cooler. Sarah, you carry the 2 lawn chairs, and we're going home. So then, Gene, now if the cops haven't been there in an hour, chances are nobody called the cops, right?
Yep.
So then you put it in your truck, but you do not open it, and you just put it completely, all by itself. Then you go home. Then you go and put it in your garage, and you set it somewhere all by itself in the garage, Gene, and you don't open it. Maybe you open it.
What? I'm all in it.
No.
At that time.
No. You still got
You got to separate it.
You still don't know if they know you got it.
They'd have got you by now.
No, hold on. That's your difference from my difference. I'm going to put it in the corner of my garage, and if they come and try to bust me on it, I'll be like, listen, I didn't know what
I was going to turn in later.
I was going to turn it in. I've gotten so busy.
You're arrested.
I think I got a pretty good shot of getting away with it, more so than if I've opened it already and started using it. And you give yourself like maybe 2-3 weeks of it just sitting in the corner of your garage.
Ooh,
and
that's tough.
Then hold on. Then after an extended time, maybe you call Hazlett, because everything you tell him or Brian or the Diacos is privileged, right, Gene? So you say, hey, I got a duffel bag full of a lot of money, and I got it off the beach. Nobody has, and it's been in my garage now in a bag for a month. I've not touched it. I've not circulated it. I've not spent $1.
And now they want half.
Well, no, they don't want half. They might want a little something for giving you some advice, but that's how I do it.
Hazlett's not stupid. He's taking half.
That's how I do it. That's how I do it. and just leave it in your garage. Hopefully you get if you can get it off the beach without getting called, then you buy yourself a little bit more time by putting it, in the garage in case they come. You're like, hey, it's right there. I've not touched it. I just haven't had an opportunity to call you guys. And quite frankly, I don't know what it is.
He said when he opened it, it contained obviously stacks of $100 and $20 bills and also a bag full of white substance. So he got scared and called the cops.
I actually got a bump and a $100 bill.
This is the difference between me and Lasker. I actually get rid of the Coke. I just throw the Coke away.
Yeah, I snort it up too.
Well, no, I don't snort it up. I just get rid of it. I throw it when I'm driving home. I throw it in the median, like it's trash.
Not me, man.
Yeah, well, you're gonna resell it and make another $2 million.
Yeah,
clean money.
That's probably pure too.
Yeah, I'm not having anything to do with the drugs. I'm just taking the money. So, Gene, what do you do? What do you do? I walked everybody through what I would do.
So the first thing I would do.
I just want everybody to know, I'm getting rid of the Coke. I'm throwing the Coke away.
I have that bag.
I'm keeping the cash in my garage for a month.
Back, and I'm looking at it, and I reach my hand in it. You could tell the difference between the Coke or the money.
Right.
And then whatever's the Coke, I would pull the sand away from my cooler, and I would bury the Coke in the sand. You don't want that. The money you get away with. You can't get away with the Coke.
Right.
Put that in the sand.
If they pull you over with the money, you got a chance to not be in trouble.
Right.
When they pull you over with the Coke, they don't care that it washed up on shore.
So then I put my money in the cooler, and I'd walk myself back to my truck, and I'd get to the house. I'd break down a tire, take one of my spare tires off my trailer, break it down, and fill all the money inside the tire. Air it back up. Roll it over to the side. I'd take probably about, $100,000, lay it to the side, and then I would take off to Texas and go buy me a brand new truck.
So how much money can you get inside of a inflated tire?
Oh, a lot. Think about it. You need stacks of money to stick it all in there, and then air it off the tire.
You don't have to roll it?
No, just a spare tire. I mean, he's not gonna run. He's not gonna use it. He's not gonna use it on anything.
No.
It's just a tire in the corner like an old used trailer tire.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so Gene, they would never.
And when the dogs smell for money, they don't get in that tire. They don't smell through the tire.
Well, you can actually put some Armor All or some brake cleaner or whatever
you don't got to put nothing in it because it's steel belted.
Oh, so they can't smell it.
They don't smell through it.
That's how you do it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Lummy, how do you do the big?
I call up one or two of my people that could just make sure there's not a GPS in the bag. I get rid of the Coke, and I take the money, and I go find the casino, and I start cleaning it.
Oh, what if you lose it all?
You don't. You gamble.
Oh, so you go
clean it like walk up with $100,000.
Hold on. Once you go to the casino, there's a certain amount that they make you claim.
No, that's what I'm saying. You do like that's why you bring maybe a couple of your boys that like to gamble, and you get you do like $5,000 at a time. Put it in.
You mean
what if you just lose your money?
You mean you're not. You just go and play one game.
Yeah, you go play one game, cash out.
Yeah. So Gene, you go and cash it. You go and give them $5,000 cash.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You walk in and you get your chips or you get your card.
So they give you go in there with $5,000. They give you $5,000 of chips. You go and play one hand of blackjack for $100, whatever the outcome may be.
Why are you worried about cleaning it?
Because now you don't know what if it has serial numbers or it's tracked? Now you're getting all new bills.
It's drug money. There's no serial
numbers. You don't
numbers.
know that?
Still,
I think bank robbery or something.
But the only thing, Lummy, you got though is you got surveillance out the ass of you going there.
Yeah, but them finding the marked bills that you put in there. That would be a real.
You're better off to go to pawn shops with the money and buy gold and silver.
Yeah, you're probably right on that too. I think everybody's kind of got a good.
I think we just all split it up and
wish for the best.
I say spend it quick. That's what I'm doing.
So listen, since we've all been alive, we've heard of Area 51 in Nevada. We've heard that Area 51 has UFOs. Our government has had intel that proves there is. UFOs and some type of alien from a different area of our world, or not even our world.
Why wouldn't there be?
And so I guess now that they're declassifying some, Trump and others are declassifying some of these UFO files, And these aren't whack job conspiracy peoples. This is Jesse Waters on Fox News that's talking to a former United States government employee that kind of spills, this isn't like some podcast where somebody's getting into a whole big UFO conspiracy thing. It's now kind of developing into a mainstream story, and
well, that's because Trump keeps dumping the files.
And so the more files Trump dumps, the more that it validates that we have intel and possibly parts of spacecrafts, parts of aliens, that there is such a thing as as UFOs. They have visited America, not only Earth, but specifically our country, and we have proof of it. And the government has been hiding it from us all of this time.
We are in possession of these crafts. What are we doing with them?
Yeah, Jesse, thanks for having me. I did testify in 2024 in November for the record and under oath that...
Now, by the way, this guy is this isn't some sod buster that's trying to promote his podcast, and hodgepodge into, bamboozling everybody, because UFOs, people are just absolutely, enamored with finding out as much as they can about UFOs because we don't know a lot about it. This guy is former U.S. Army counterintelligence. This guy is a very high-ranking official, former.
Is he telling secrets?
Kinda, yeah. But it's not secrets now that Trump has released these files. Once these files have been released, Gene, now a guy like this, who was familiar with those files but had to be secret about it, now that it's public, he can give his opinion on these files. He can freely talk about what he knows, or at least what's been released to the public. Again, this isn't some whack job podcaster. This is the former U.S. Army counterintelligence guy.
Our government is in possession of material, exotic material that is not ours and possibly originates from somewhere else. And then I was also followed by other folks as well in later testimony who have discussed non-biological remains that were non-human biological remains that were retrieved from some of these crashes.
So are they saying these UFOs crashed? We, as the government, went in, cleaned it up, covered it up, retained parts of the spacecraft and the non-human aliens or beings, if you were. If you're not human, then what? Okay, if you're a person or you're alive, but you're not a human, then what are you? I don't know if this group of characters in this studio necessarily can come up with an answer. I think we need somebody a little bit smarter than us. But what do you got? If you got something that's alive and it's not an animal and it's not a human, then what is it? Is that automatically go to the alien world? Yeah. An alien can be anything that's not a human, but is alive and a functioning being, if you will. You can't even say person. Like, you start getting into wordsmithing here, and what does the word non-human mean? If you got something over there that looks like it's got a head and some eyeballs with a big ass forehead and it's green, but it ain't a human being, then what is it?
Well, it means either an animal or it's
an alien.
An alien.
So
and we got parts of their spacecraft and parts of them, whatever they are.
I guess we're speaking to these people that talked about non-human biological remains.
There you go, non-human biological being, because these are just the remains of a non-human biological being. They didn't have Gene, they didn't have airbags. They didn't have airbags on the spaceship.
Well, how
they
can
crashed.
they be so advanced and then they crash?
Well, because
I think we shot one down. Dr. Remy, $50.
Yeah, we may have shot them down.
What did they describe?
So this guy's going to describe what the non-human material being is. Is it flesh? Is it Like, is it got like shark skin? Like what? He's going to give it to us.
Well, Jesse, to be honest with you, when I was at the Pentagon and I was part of the Pentagon's UFO investigation team called ATIP.
See, I didn't even know the Pentagon had such a division.
I didn't either.
We got a division called ATIP. ATIP. Like we have a whole. Did any of us ever hear about ATIP?
I was always just Area 51.
I can tell you about CIA and FBI and ICE and Border Patrol and
ATF
and Secret Service and ATF and ICE and all that. Homeland Security. I can't tell you about TIP.
I was at the Pentagon and I was part of the Pentagon's UFO investigation team called ATIP.
ATIP.
I was more of a nuts and bolts guy. We did have experts, scientists, and medical doctors that were looking into the biologic aspects. And by the way, this goes way back, way before my time even. We're talking literally the late 1940s. And if you look at this late
40s, right after the World War.
This document drop and video drop that this administration.
Now look at this thing here, Lummy. This looks like kind of like a little saucer.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it likes water too, they say.
It what?
It likes water.
Administration has authorized for release. There is an absolute treasure trove of information contained in this second tranche of
this is the second file dump, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. And this guy says that there's all types of goodies in there.
Yeah.
Information.
Well, what do you think? What stands out to you?
Oh my gosh, Jesse, how much time do you have? I mean, we could be here all day. The reality is that this is a topic that our government has been taking very seriously for a very long time.
Since the 40s.
To extreme lengths to try to cover it up. And this administration means business. This administration is the first.
So is he saying that every other administration since probably like Truman or Eisenhower
didn't care,
have been covering this up and have been burying this stuff and not making it publicly accessible? And that this administration is the only one that says, hey, man, let it eat. The American people need to know what we know with regards to, aliens or, extraterrestrial type beings. Are they like E.T.?
I hope they're not like the movie with Will Smith.
You guys do realize what's going on here.
What?
They're bringing this out because it's a bunch of baloney. There's nothing real about it, but they're bringing it all out because they're hiding something for what they're doing to us.
Because they're getting their ass kicked in the Iran war, right?
Something.
I mean, they're getting their ass kicked in the Iran war.
Yeah.
And, and the Epstein files, those things won't go away. And what better diversion than to say, hey, Americans,
we got some green machines
we
over
got
here.
some green machines over here, buddy. Some real live non-human beings.
Check out these guys.
Well, Trump did say he was going to dump the UFO thing during his re-election campaign. Yeah.
In my memory, that's actually delivering on a promise to be more transparent and open with the American public about this topic. Look, this document, this last document tranche that was released, you had documents going back to the late 1940s demonstrating very clearly that the UAP, or what was known in the vernacular, the UFO phenomenon, is very real, and it is certainly a national security issue. These things have been encountered over controlled U.S. airspace and frankly can outmaneuver anything that we had and still have in our inventory.
Okay.
Well, but I mean, can they really though? When he says, well,
we smoked one of them.
Yeah, and then he says, well, it's kind of a national emergency or a national threat. Well, really? They've been trying to screw with us and come here since the 40s. We've shot them down or gotten pieces of them, or if they wanted us, they would have got us a long time ago.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't smoke the White House.
And I think we're so messed up that they don't want us. I think they look at each other and be like, man, we don't want to go to Earth. That place is complete white trash. That thing's a dump. Earth is a dumpster fire. We got it really good wherever the hell they're from. Right?
Maybe they'll take us back.
And here's the other thing. It's like they have the ability to come see us. This is the best situation ever. But we don't
got
have the ability to go see them. Right. So they can use us almost like a little slut on a little side slut. And the fact that if they want to come and see us, they can gather some intel. They got these spacecrafts that we can't keep up with and the whole 9 yards. They just and we can't do nothing about it.
So do you believe in it, Bubba?
No, I don't. I do not believe.
And neither does Gene?
I don't think
No,
Gene
I don't really believe it. But I believe
I don't
if
know.
them Martians wanted to get laid, they would have got them girls that got in that rocket.
Oh, you're talking about SpaceX?
Yeah.
You're talking about...
Yeah, they'd have got them up there. Man, you're on my
Bezos.
property now. But
No, Gene, those people, when they go up and these celebrities go up in space, they literally...
They didn't go nowhere.
They don't. They literally go just beyond our Earth's atmosphere and then come right back.
I know,
they don't
but beyond the clouds, that's Martian territory.
No, Martian territory is like a galaxy away. Like it's not even... It's past the moon, like a lot.
Oh, we ain't going there.
No. We can't go there. Listen, we're absolutely jacking our D's right now with excitement because we orbited the moon. We haven't even landed on the moon. Last time we landed on the moon was like 72. We haven't even gone back to the moon. We've orbited the moon, and man, we made a big deal about that. But where these people come from is like 10 moons away. I don't believe it.
No.
I don't believe it. You know what I think it is? I think it's our own government doing experiments on some of these, really, really, really high advanced spacecraft and things like that. And over the time of trying to develop some of this really high tech stuff, we've crashed them and things like that. And so rather than just, hey, listen, we had this flying saucer gimmick that we thought would be really badass, but it crashed in the desert of Nevada. And we just wasted $6 zillion on it. No, we just say it's an alien. And we don't get, and nobody gets mad at the government for spending $6 zillion on some stupid spacecraft that just crashed. And you just blame it on somebody else, right? And if you blame it on the aliens, nobody can really hold your feet to the fire, right?
Well, yeah, of course.
No, that's not our technology. We can't do any of that. But really, it is our technology, and we just wasted a whole bunch of money, and it crashed in the middle of the desert. So we got to act like it's not ours, and we blame it on, aliens. And everybody believes, oh, that's an alien. Okay. And then we keep it under wraps since the mid-'40s, and Donald Trump is, I don't know, I wouldn't say desperate, but he certainly needs a distraction right now, doesn't he?
So drop the UFO gimmick.
I mean, I just in my...
Now, what about like in the Egyptian pyramids? Back in before God's days,
they were raising rocks with rope and
I know, but inside of them wasn't there drawings of extraterrestrials?
I mean, that could have been like a shooting star or a comet or something like that. I mean, like
a green head with big eyes.
I don't know.
The lizard man.
Lizard man.
I think every generation has this ultra alien boogeyman that they're trying to chase. And I don't know that there really is any. And listen, there's probably, my opinion is probably very polarized in that half the people think that I'm stupid, that there's definitely proof of aliens, and I'm an idiot for not accepting that. And then the other half's like, yeah, Bubba's probably right. I don't necessarily know if I believe all that nonsense. So just having an opinion about aliens is polarizing, because there are some people, they're like, listen, man. We got material from their spaceship. We got the guy led Jesse Waters to believe, Lummy, that we have like their skin or something, like parts of their body.
Well, I mean,
they're non-human. The non-human.
So are they made out of Kevlar?
I don't know what they're made out of.
Lizard men.
I don't even know that it exists. Like, is anybody putting their hands on this stuff?
That guy said he did. He said he did the nuts and the bolts. David Hernandez, $20.
Thank you, David.
So the people are built out of metal.
Yeah, like the Tin Man on Wizard of Oz. I mean, I believe that more than I believe this. When I return, man, there's all kinds. Iran says that the U.S.
Are we still at war?
Yeah. We're
What?
still at war. Yes.
I thought you said if we still at war at...
well, it's not good. Because Trump keeps kicking the can down the road, looking for a better deal. Here's the deal he's going to get. We will withdraw our opposition and our blockade on the Strait of Hormuz. We will open up the Strait of Hormuz for the entire world to use. That's it. We are not giving up our nuclear capabilities. We will not ever do that. That's why Trump is at a standstill. I got like 3 or 4 articles all stating that there's supposedly a deal coming. That comes from our side, Marco Rubio and a couple others. And then on their side, right here, Iran accuses U.S. of a grave violation of ceasefire as now, hold on, Trump seeks good deal or no deal.
Of course.
Can you see that now? We never had that option that there was never going to be a deal. So if he accepts no deal, does that mean we just wasted all of what we just did? The $1 billion a day it takes to fund this war, that now we've let them make us look like a bunch of pussies.
So we haven't bombed anybody, huh?
No, we stopped the bombing. We're going to get into that next. I know it's a little political, but I don't even know what side of the fence to be on at this point. I just know that everybody keeps saying we're close to a deal. We're close to a deal. And didn't he say that like within the first 48 hours of the initial bombing?
Well, yeah.
He gave him a 2-week reprieve, and then a 4-week reprieve, and then a ceasefire, Willie, then a continuing of that. And then other countries have called in and said, please don't blow them up. Like, isn't that kind of where we are?
Well, it was like 3 weeks ago when Steve Diaco said that, he bet you $100 that the war would be done by the end of the week.
Yeah. That was how long ago?
That was 3 weeks ago.
Exactly.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
I listen to Bubba every day. I just really enjoy the outrageousness of it.
We love him. Couldn't do without it.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
He's got it blowing right on him.
Oh, he's got it. It's blowing right on him.
Oh, that one.
Well, watch when we get the glass. If fucking Nick the gun guy ever comes through, that's fucking bullshit. He was down here superselling me on this fucking glass.
Why didn't you ask me about it? I could have got it handled already.
It just keeps it in here.
Damn.
God, you should feel how fucking cold it is in here.
Back in the day, you loved it. You getting older?
No, it's just so fucking cold. We got 3 units just fucking crisscross applesauce because Nick the gun guy won't fucking bring me my glass.
Man, you should have told me in the beginning about the glass, because I got the glass guy right next door to me.
Well, I can tell you from working on your board.
God damn it. My shit just fucking opened up my powder. When I work on my board, what?
This 3-ton blows right down to the floor to you.
Yeah,
so you're getting a good.
You're getting it.
Good breeze.
Damn it. This just opened up on me. Fucking A. I got it everywhere. Fuck. Fucking paper towels. I'm fucking dying over here.
What's that string hanging down? Is that an attic?
Yeah.
So it's a stairwell you pulled out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when do you turn the top lights on?
When we're not. When we're not. When we're just doing shit.
Yeah, they're bright.
They're bright? They're the coolest shit.
Lummy, can you get a hold of Nick, the fucking gun guy?
That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I was talking to Bob about. He's gonna start trying with me.
Looks like I got fucking cocaine everywhere here. One of my packets opened up.
I'm the bus lady. Hey, lady! I was so constipated I could hardly drive.
Sounds like you should call and tell Bubba all about it. It's the low-priced answer to a high-budget problem. You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Yeah, that door's got to stay shut. I didn't get a chance to prepare for this next break because I went and got some of my little powder that I put in my drinks.
Yeah.
And one cracked open on me. Now it looks like I got little cocaine everywhere, and I don't have any of my spray or paper towels or nothing. I'm scrambling around here.
I'll get you a wet wipe.
Nick the gun guy, I know you're listening to this show. Bob's trying to get a hold of you. Macho's trying to get a hold of you. Lummy's trying to get a hold of you. I love you to death. You've done some unbelievably really cool stuff for all of us. You've built custom guns for all of us, collector guns. I mean, guns are you just have been amazing. But you came in here and sold us on this tempered glass. Oh yeah, thank you, Lummy. Appreciate it. You sold us on this. So you got to have. I wanted plexiglass. And you're like, nope, you got to have tempered glass. And I got the guy. And
I had the guy.
And this and that. And I thought it was supposed to be done last Thursday. Then they're like, oh no, it's supposed to be done this Thursday. And so you sold me on it. Probably gonna be a couple $1,000. And now you're completely ghosting everybody. Like, you need to communicate with us to let us know, do we need to get somebody else involved? Do I need to get another glass guy? Do I need to
let me take care of it and tell him?
Well, no, I don't, because it could very well be cut and delivered tomorrow. But it would be nice to hear from Nick the gun guy. I mean, you've tried to get a hold of him.
My guy's even got the black aluminum it mounts in.
Yeah, well, I don't know that. So Nick, what's wrong? Can you get back to us, please, and let us know whether we are pissing up a rope or not? Because we need the glass in that area, because we have 2 AC units in Macho's area that blows right on the equipment rack. Well, when we don't have any glass separating the Macho equipment rack room, engineering, I should say, into the studio, then it's blowing. Now, yeah, the equipment's ice cold and running very efficient, but it also blows right through it, and I'm getting 3 air units right on me.
My countertop is frozen.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, it's cold.
It's cold.
Meanwhile, Macho Man is hot back there because it's just going straight to the rack, right to Lummy, right to Gene, and right to me. And then we're getting cross-sectioned with this one. That's the one that's what's supposed to cool this room, this one. And
we got plenty of AC in here.
Well, but we need the glass to keep it in engineering and not, I mean, we are like freezing.
Yes. I can't put my hands on the counter and lean forward.
And
my
Nick,
countertop.
So do I even have Nick the Gun Guy's number?
You should. I could text it to you.
Keep him a drink, good
$50.
What, Gene, don't interrupt when Lummy's doing this gimmicks. Go ahead.
Dr. Remy, like $50. I'll text you Nick's number.
I think I have it. Let me see here. Yes. Is it the 600 gimmick?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on here. Oh, it's 727. Of course. It looks like, I'm dealing cocaine with all this powder I got all over me.
I can come scoop it up right now if you want.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Jesus. Of course, he ain't going to answer.
Hello?
Nick, Bubba, live on the air.
How we doing, sir?
Horrible. Absolutely horrible. You're not returning any of my guys' texts. Nothing. We're trying to get an update on our glass. I thought it was going to be next Thursday, but that's obviously I misunderstood because when you were saying Thursday, settling me on this big glass job, I was like thinking it was last Thursday and it was going to be ready for when we opened up the studio on Tuesday. But I'm assuming now that you meant tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm on my way there actually as we speak to get an update on it. Everybody was closed over the holiday week, re-upping machines.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So
no, I talked to Big Red and Bob Cook both.
Oh, they didn't tell us that.
Bob Cook didn't say a word about talking to you. When did you talk to?
I talked to both of them last
week.
I talked to them all last week, back and forth.
Last week,
on the same page.
Nick, it's Wednesday, buddy. It's Wednesday. When you talked to somebody last week, it's Wednesday. Now, what do you think the real timeline of getting this? I don't even know. Can you text me how much it cost? Because I didn't even really, you never really told me anything. You just said, I got it. We're going to frame it. I wanted to do plexiglass. You didn't want to do plexiglass. I thought plexiglass would be easier. You talked me into this glass, said it would probably actually be a little cheaper than plexiglass and look far better. So do you have, don't say it on the air, but do you have a price?
No, I'm handling all that today. Like I said, everybody was closed last week. I went back and forth with the company, and then when I finally gave them the list of what I need and how I needed it, they didn't. So I'm like, all right, I'll see you guys first thing Wednesday morning when I go pick up some other mirrors and glass for another project, and I need a price, and I need it by the end of the week. So, and I'm making sure they're going to deliver it, so it makes it easier for all of us to put it in, being that it's that massive. So they'll be able to back it up right to the garage, and we'll be able to walk it in.
Right. So that means next week.
I'm hoping for Friday at the very latest by next Friday, but I'm hoping to have it this Friday.
Hold on.
Well, next Friday.
Next Friday, buddy.
Well, I'm handcuffed by them because they were closed for a week. I can't temper it myself.
But hold on. You were here on Wednesday.
Tuesday.
No. You were here on Tuesday. A week and a day. You were here last Tuesday. So if you would have talked to them on Wednesday, nobody was closed Wednesday or Thursday. Some people might.
Their production was closed. They were on a skeleton crew. I texted them as soon as I left there. They sent me back a message. What else do you need? I said I need polished edges, and then it was back and forth. So now I'm on my way there to pick up glass for another job to see what's going on. So, yes. They were closed all last week to retool all their machines. They weren't tempering anything.
Why would you need polished edges when you're going to be putting it into an aluminum frame?
So that nothing ships at dings it or there's no runs in it. So it's a cleaner edge being that it's tempered. We don't have to worry about any volatile when we're putting the stops on or anything else, damaging the edges.
So
plus later on, if we decide to use it somewhere else, it would be a clean look.
So, Nick, can you just keep in better communications with Lummy?
Absolutely.
Please, because
Lummy's...
We're dying here. We need this glass.
I gotcha.
We're dying.
Yes, absolutely.
And you didn't, and I love you to death, but you didn't intimate that it was going to be this long. Like, this is a major part of our studio is getting that behind glass. One, because it keeps the air back there. It's freezing us out. And two, aesthetically, it just looks better.
Gotcha. Absolutely. We'll get it done.
Okay. I feel like I'm getting blown off.
You are.
No, you're not getting blown off. I am literally around the corner from the glass place picking up glass as we speak.
Okay. Well, we're
another job, not ours.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will call Lummy after the show and get him up to date on everything.
He's going to polish your butt, too, just like the edges.
So.
All right, Nick, the gun guy. Thank you. Bye. See you. Bye. Lummy?
Yes, sir.
Lummy, he's taking you to town.
No, he's not. Lummy?
Yes, sir.
No, I'm not mad at Lummy. I want Lummy just to... Lummy, you were here on that Tuesday.
Yes.
When Nick was spewing out, we need to do glass, put it in a channel, it's going to be tempered, it's going to look better than plexiglass, blah, 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 blah. You were here during that whole presentation.
Yeah, and you were kind of siding the other way. You thought it would be better your way. And Nick talked you out of it.
He kind of overruled me.
Yes.
And then hold on, and then got everybody against me. He got Mach, New York Greg, Bob, whoever was here.
By the way, $50.
Hold on. There we go. I should just buy
and nobody called me about glass.
Well, gee, we had a guy. And I didn't know you were a glass guy.
My neighbor's a glass guy. You know that.
Yeah, well, no, I don't. But now I do. So, let me, everybody.
Yeah, jumped on it.
Nick did the big presentation. I'll have, and
I thought it was going to be here Friday. Last Friday. Yes. That's how I took it.
Now, when he left here on Tuesday and got a hold of them on Wednesday, and they start saying we have limited production lines shut down, retooling, all this kind of nonsense.
Oh, whatever.
I think he should have got a hold of you or Macho Man, or Bob Cook, whoever he's got, and say, listen, I just want to let you know
we got a problem.
That it's going to be a little bit longer because I just talked to the factory and they got a retool with a skeleton crew kicker and blah, 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 blah. And so, it's probably looking at if you look at next Friday, that's what, June 6th, June 5th?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. We were supposed to be...
June 5th, yeah. I thought it was May 22nd.
Yeah, me too. So listen, Nick, I love you to death. I know you're the middleman here. You're not the one that owns the glass company. You're not the one that makes the glass. I know you're going to probably help. I think he had represented it as if he was going to help do the install, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what he sounds like he's doing today.
Right. For another client that probably ordered a month ago. So, but Nick, I love you to death. Please don't take this. I don't want to turn you into a troll. I'm so appreciative of everything you've done. You've done just unbelievable great you've given me some great guns as gifts over the years, and I'm so thankful. It's just that we're very frustrated on this particular situation because I feel as if we are not on the same page. I think that's a nice way of saying it. Right?
Yes. Well, I think that Nick doesn't know how to answer you because he hasn't heard from his guys. So I think he's kind of giving you the roundabout until he talks to them.
Then I would appreciate if Nick goes, "Hey, Bubs, I just want to let you know, these guys are giving me the runaround. They've never given me the runaround before, but they are now. I guess to throw the holiday in with the skeleton crew kicker and retooling Jones, and they're kind of screwing me around. So I'm headed there to the facility right now to try to get some answers. I can get back to you, Lummy, Macho Man, Bob Cook, Gene Lasker, whoever, Travis, I don't care. I can get back and communicate. Nick, you just have to communicate better with us. and so that we know. I know it's not your fault. It's their fault. They're being a bunch of dicks, and this is probably behavior that they've not demonstrated before to you. And this is literally one of the most important jobs you've ever done.
Macho's hot back there.
It's certainly going to be one of the more public jobs that you've ever done. I had it done already. The Bubba Army and me and my employees and anybody that steps in the studio and anybody that watches us on Rumble or Twitch or YouTube or Facebook or whatever will be staring at your work. Behind Gene Lasker, behind Dr. Diaco, behind Jay Diaco, behind Brian Matroni, you will see your work, your beautiful glass that encases our equipment rack. Your work will be on camera a lot. So this is probably one of the more public things you've done with regards to laying glass or installing glass. I guess you lay tile. You install glass. So I'm just frustrated. Macho's hot. We're cold. We're cold. Macho's hot, and everybody's frustrated. Is that fair?
Yes, I think if he doesn't get an answer, is there any way that we please can send Gene Lasker down to the glass place to get an answer?
No,
he gets answers.
No, because what will happen is we will not get any glass.
Well,
and then we're going to have to go
from my neighbor.
Yeah, but that's going to be a week.
No.
Oh.
Well, let's burn a timeout. See what Nick comes back with today. He said he'd call you after the show.
Yes.
And we'll go from there.
The ceasefire with Iran, nearly 50 days old, is feeling less like
50 days old. Now, everybody can call me this. Everybody can call me that. Did I not call it?
Yes, you did.
Did I not call it? I called this.
Ceasefire these days with new U.S. airstrikes overnight, renewed threats from Tehran, and President Trump said
these people are not wired to ever care about being alive or being dead. Their religion tells them, and they are indoctrinated to believe that if they die as a martyr, defending their country or fighting for their country or fighting for their religion, that they are rewarded handsomely with 72 virgins and the streets that are paved of gold. Now, if that's where I was going, and I knew for a fact that's where I'm going because I practiced.
I get killed at 13.
Yeah, I would have died a long time ago. Be like, man, I'm 14 years old. I ain't got any ass yet. I need to go it off myself. I got 72 deep upstairs, cuz.
The huddle with top advisors tomorrow. Senior foreign correspondent MTS Tayyab has late developments now from Tel Aviv.
Iranian state-affiliated media aired.
And Lummy, here's the thing. It keeps coming back the same thing. We'll deal with you we'll give you the Strait of Hormuz. That's fine. But we're never, ever going to give up our ability to have nuclear weapons. And that's, you know what? I'm predicting now, Wednesday, May 27th, that's the deal we end up taking.
That they can have nukes?
They can have nukes or limited nukes, and the Strait of Hormuz is open. So what in the hell did we really do? Because the Strait of Hormuz was open before we started. They've only used it as a positioning, tool to make us, get their way and to terrorize the region.
I thought we smoked every part of the country that made the nukes.
We don't even. Well, we supposedly did, but we didn't get it all. Remember that whole crap? Remember that whole big pound? Trump was pounding his chest on that. I just want to let you know it was a 30-hour mission. We had massive B-2 bombers that actually had to refuel 3 times on their way there.
They have no way
and
to
we went there and we bombed them. We bombed the hell out of them. We bombed them so deep that there's nothing left. We knocked them back 10, maybe 15 years. No, we didn't.
This video of what it says is the remains of a U.S. MQ Reaper drone shot out of the sky by the Revolutionary Guard Corps. It also claimed an American F-35 fighter jet was fired at, forcing it to leave its airspace. We have no way of independently verifying Tehran's claims, but it followed a series of U.S. strikes in southern Iran overnight. In a statement, U.S. Central Command said, quote, targets included missile launch sites and Iranian boats attempting to emplace mines. Iran vowed retaliation, but for now, the ceasefire appeared to hold as the U.S. and Iran worked towards agreeing a memorandum of understanding.
And we've been working to agree for how long now?
What do you say,
50 some days?
Yeah, 58 days, 59 days?
To end the war and reopen the Strait of Hormuz.
Reopen. Meanwhile, the Strait of Hormuz was never closed before Epic Fury started. People could come and go as they wanted. Iran wasn't charging a toll or a tax or terrorizing anybody. It was just a 29-mile wide stretch of seaway that was available for anybody to go through. And it's where the majority of the Iranian oil comes through.
But further complicating matters is Lebanon. Tonight, Israel's military has begun a wave of expanded strikes across the country to target the Iran.
And Israel got us into this thing. So we need to say, hey, Real, you need to step it up. You guys come in first, and we'll come in behind you. But we're not going to sit here and be the bad guy. We're doing this mostly for you, and you're our most important ally, and we love you, and all that great stuff. But you're the one that's most worried about all this nonsense. So you need to step it up ×2, and we're going to back it down a notch.
Iranian proxy Hezbollah. Tehran insists Israel's war with Hezbollah must end as part of any deal with the U.S., a potential deal many Iranians are watching warily. Brothers Karvan and Kavian recently fled Iran and spoke to us from an undisclosed location.
What is your message to President Trump before agreeing?
All right, so here's two Iranian dudes.
Let's see what they say.
That escaped Iran. They're in a secret bunker somewhere. And this reporter brilliantly asks them, what would you like to say to the leader of the United States of America, the leader of the free world, if you will?
Anything with the Iranian leadership.
It's not enough to just look at the regime. He has to see how the Iranian people suffer and how the regime is shedding their blood. They are a really dangerous regime.
So go in and kill the regime.
Yeah.
Let these two dudes and their families, because they hate the regime and they're afraid of the regime. So it seems like the regime is the bad guy. So we have such great technology that we can tell exactly where they are at any time. They could be in the middle of a cornfield, in a desolate area. We'd find them.
That's right.
We can find them at all times. Let's take out the entire regime with limited casualties on civilians. These two dudes, them and their family are going to be okay.
Let's make them the boss.
You know what? How would you two like to be the boss? Because you guys seem like you're pretty level-headed, and you got the same thing that we hate the regime too. So we're putting you one. Who wants to be president and who wants to be vice? Which one's smarter? Which one of you two idiots are smart?
Is shedding their blood. They are a really dangerous regime. If they do this to their own people, just imagine what they would do to the rest of the world.
So it sounds like, from this particular article, I'm sure that you can find people that are on the other side of the fence, but it sounds like if these two people represent the average Iranian person that lives in Iran, they hate the regime, they're scared of the regime, and they want the regime out.
Yes.
God made them ugly.
Gene, would you they're not ugly. They're a couple
Iranians. They got nothing.
They got no what?
They're ugly.
The views and opinions made by Gene Lasker are not necessarily those of our advertisers or this radio station.
And I'd smoke both of these guys, too, because I think they're lying.
Grouper Lips, $100.
Thank you, Group.
Iron Luniak, $10.
Thank you, guys.
And President Trump is expected to gather his cabinet tomorrow for a meeting at the White House, where he will weigh a path to end...
Meeting.
And who is this guy to know where them guys are?
He's the CBS News senior foreign correspondent.
What's his name?
Who cares that he's bi?
He's not bi. I said a spy.
Oh.
The fighting with Iran or return to all-out war. Tony.
MTS, thank you.
Too.
Tony. Report after report after report of the same thing.
Deal to end the war with Iran and reopen the Strait of Hormuz. We've seen economic...
I hate when they say reopen. The Strait of Hormuz was not closed before we start that. So that shouldn't be in play as something that they're giving us. We had that before we started. Everybody could come
and boats there for that reason.
Everybody could travel through that area with no problems. So getting it back isn't a gain. It's a privilege everybody had before. You're using it as a negotiation tool to keep our eye off the fact that you're not going to do anything nuclear-wise.
Turmoil, high gas prices, as you've just been hearing, and instability in the Middle East. President Trump now saying he's in no rush to reach a deal with Iran. Over the weekend, he first said a solution was largely...
See, again.
Why?
Yeah, listen, let me play it again from a very credible source.
Negotiated. But on social media, Trump now saying... Stability in the Middle East. President Trump now saying he's in no rush to reach a deal with Iran.
That's not what we want to hear.
At all.
I just want to let you know this thing's going to be done way before you guys would ever think.
The weekend, he first said a solution
he might as well hand over the midterms to every Democrat that's running if this thing goes past July 4th.
Yes.
If this goes past the celebration of our 250th year as a country, and we're still kicking this stupid-ass can, and we have poked the chest of this Iranian boogeyman that we can't seem to get a handle on, he's done. He's done. He'll get impeached. If they get the majority, he's done.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's turning us on to Martians now.
Yeah, you're right. So we'll let you know that Martians are real. We got the files from 1948. I'm going to go ahead and dump all these.
I'm going to show you some big eye green people.
I'm going to show you some green flesh and some type of spacecraft.
Vote for me.
Then I'm going to put some really intelligent people to go on Fox and tell you that aliens are real. Don't mind this war going in its 80th day. Don't worry about it.
Media. Trump now saying, I've informed my representatives not to rush into a deal. Both sides must take their time and get it right. And again, taking to social media this morning, saying the deal that he's proposing is much better than the one signed by President Obama. And this morning, a spokesman for Iran's foreign ministry echoing that, saying many of the issues have been dealt with.
And again, a lot of hardcore Trump supporters get really mad at me when I am like, this thing needs to be over. They're making us look stupid.
Yeah.
I think some of those people are starting to maybe kind of get it. They're like, maybe we shouldn't have. There's a reason why the last 10 presidents have just left these idiots alone. Because they're really a non-factor. They can't get anything over to us. Their nuclear warheads are jokes. They really are not. They're not sophisticated like, Saudi Arabia or Israel or Russia or even China. So they're just a gnat. They're just that little festering sweat pimple that you get on your left ball sack.
I ain't never had that.
Oh, I have. And it's irritating, but it goes away.
You pop
that
it?
doesn't mean a signed agreement.
Yeah, I pop it.
No, you can pop it.
Here we go.
What happens
It's
when
imminent.
you slip, hit
He
your
also
ball?
criticised U.S. negotiators, saying Iran is witnessing frequent changes in positions. A senior administration official telling ABC News there'll be a limited interim agreement. Now, that's going to include reopening the Strait of Hormuz and an end to the U.S. blockade. The official saying there'll also be a commitment from the Iranians to negotiate the removal of their stockpile of highly enriched uranium. But nothing has been signed, and there's no agreement on how on earth this is going to be done. And Iranian state media says the draft agreement does not include...
I want you guys to hear this.
And why don't we smoke
No.
that?
I want you to hear this final part. What we say versus what the Iranians say. So we say, oh, yeah, we're close to getting them to, give up their weapons and their nuclear and all that kind of deal. He ends there's very little left in this whole report, and he ends it with, the Iranians say, then listen to what they say about the nuclear deal.
Be done, and Iranian state media says the draft agreement does not include any nuclear commitments. Meanwhile, some Republicans...
Hold on. Did you guys hear that?
Yep.
The Iranian state says that the draft agreement doesn't say anything about the elimination of the uranium. Listen.
Nothing has been signed, and there's no agreement on how on earth this is going to be done. And Iranian state media says the draft agreement does not include any nuclear commitments. Meanwhile, some Republicans in Congress are pushing back, arguing if any deal allows Iran to keep nuclear material, then they won't support it.
Trump will look like the biggest horse's ass if he signs an agreement that doesn't include the removal of their. That's what this whole thing. That's what started. That's what the biggest issue has been
from the beginning.
We didn't even really think about the Strait of Hormuz. They threw that in there to throw a curve to make us, have to worry about something else. They're not giving us, and they're even saying Iranian state reports that they're not interested in giving up these nukes. In order to give up the nukes, we're gonna have to nuke them. We should take over their nukes and use them on them. That way we can get rid of them on them.
Blow them up right there.
Yeah, the uranium.
Like I said.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, man, we're going to come in. We got the capabilities to take over your nuclear missiles and whatever, and we're going to blow them off on you. Then they're all gone and to a good cause. I didn't know that Tulsi Gabbard resigned. She was one of my favorites.
Yeah, her
What's
husband.
going on there?
Something with her husband.
Oh, they're saying her husband. But when you're part of the cabinet, that is such an elite position. You can manage your husband's illness and still be on the cabinet.
Well,
she probably told, the orange man something he didn't want to hear. And what does he do? What does he do when somebody tells them something he doesn't want to hear?
You're fired.
He fires him.
I mean, Pam Bondi's now come out and said she has cancer.
Oh, really?
That's why she had to step down.
Yeah, right. Now Tulsi Gabbard, husband's got cancer. A lot of cancer going on in D.C.
Yes.
In the love sponge monarchy, thou shalt not challenge King Bubba's authority ever.
May, say it, May.
He's not on drugs. He's just weird.
May.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
Got this fucking creatine, protein, cocaine powder everywhere. Hey, Lovey.
Yes, sir.
Don't be surprised if we don't get our glass till next Friday.
Bullshit.
That's kind of what I heard. What'd you hear?
It sounds like worst case scenario. It's going to be in a couple weeks. Next Friday.
Or next Friday is when he's going to talk to you again.
No.
I tell you, it's going to be another Friday.
I wouldn't be so mad at him if he didn't come in here and just hard sell the fuck out of it. You were here.
Yeah, he flipped you.
Man, I wish I'd have heard it because I said, I'll get it myself.
50 bucks.
See, I could have got it with the cheap aluminum grade, and powder coated it flat black, and put it on there. It just slides right in. It's got a lip on it right around the edge. It's in a 4-inch wide aluminum bracket, and the trap sits in a slot inside of it. It's framed, glued and framed. You can't even mess it up. You just slide it in and tag that outside aluminum to the wall.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your shop's neighbor.
Yeah, man, he's a good guy too. He's Puerto Rican. He's a Cuban. He's not Puerto Rican.
Damn.
He's a real Cuban.
I think he sees a macho, doesn't he?
So did we leave all our trash up on the moon?
They say that we did.
Huh?
They say we did.
They left like the Land Rover.
Yeah.
That's all up there.
Yeah.
Flags up there.
Yeah, the flag.
Okay, we need straight through. What's up, Organic Gene?
What?
Oh, Organic Gene.
Oh.
Chat.
Shield your home with storm-resistant siding from Morgan Exteriors. Take advantage of our special this month. Get 20% off your project plus free installation. Choose from high-performance vinyl or fiber cement siding, built to stand up to Florida's toughest storms, heat, and humidity. Don't wait. Schedule your free consultation today to lock in savings. Visit MorganExteriorsInc.com now. That's MorganExteriorsInc.com. Morgan Exteriors, protecting Florida homes for over 30 years.
In a country somewhere in the third world, the CIA is using this broadcast as torture to extract information about terrorists.
On your shoulders and legs with Craig the Bulldog, your cardio, abs, calves.
He thinks Evan is doing his patriotic duty.
Oh, yeah, my pleasure, too.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Are you guys as freezing as I am?
Yes. Yes, I can't even put my arms up on top of the counter because the counter is 50 degrees. I mean, I need a heated table.
Damn!
My hands are cold.
Lummy, I'm freezing.
You know what I might do? Let me just, I bet it's going to look like crap. And I don't want to do it, but I might take that step and repeat.
How about a blanket?
And put it in front of the rack, which is at least material, to maybe make it bounce back and stay inside engineering. Because right now, man, we got literally 5 tons of air that's cross-sectioning us.
Cross-sectioning my ass. It's going right up my butt.
We got 3 tons over there, Lummy, that's shooting us this way.
My seat is cold.
And we got 2 tons that are hitting us straight on. Now, and it's June. It's practically, the hottest part of, the summer, or we're approaching the hottest part of the summer, and we're cold.
And then we're going to walk outside and get sick. It's hot out there.
Well, Macho's back there sweating, so he's feeling good.
I can't see how he's sweating. I just can't see how he's sweating.
Macho.
He drinks muscle milk. That makes you sweat.
So, I mean, he's miserable. We're miserable. And, I mean...
Hey, Macho's on 4.
I mean, I don't want to...
Yeah.
He is sweating.
I am
You're
sweating,
an asshole.
No, what's happened is blowing straight through the racks here. What if we put
right under my butt
and block the air that way maybe for now?
But it looks stupid.
Yeah,
like it looks literally stupid.
No, I want to leave the coolness.
We're taking a step.
If you turn yours off for right now, it'll probably help you though.
You think so?
Yeah, just for you.
Oh, just help him, but not us.
Well, he's not
about us.
Gene.
No, Gene, it's going to help you too.
I hope it does. But all the machines are up high, and everything's blank at the bottom, so the air's coming out the bottom.
I'll put some blank panels in.
Cover that up.
Yeah.
And it goes right under my seat, man. My seat's cold. I'm moving around like my balls are itchy, but they're really not. My butt's cold.
And Macho, you here? Are you there?
Yeah.
You were here, and I'm not trying to create any drama with Nick the gun guy. I love him. But this was highly misrepresented to us, was it not?
That's the information that you're saying is not what I heard.
Well,
what they're saying.
You hear? What do you mean?
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, you didn't? You weren't part of this conversation?
No, I was too busy wiring stuff up.
He was working at the time.
But I do believe Lummy said it was going to be here last Thursday.
No, Lummy, I was under the assumption that it was going to be here Thursday, Friday at the latest, which was last week.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I heard.
Now you know that whole rack scenario has been really one of my hot spots in getting it done and looking right. You know, you actually had to make a few adjustments in order to get it the way I wanted, and I appreciate you. Us finding those corner casters, and it all worked out good. It all came together, and I initially wanted to do plexiglass because I thought it would be easier. I think everybody makes plexiglass. I mean, you could order a big slab of plexiglass for anywhere.
Yeah, but as rich as this place looks, plexiglass will look cheap.
Somebody said it would darken after a while too.
Yeah.
All right.
That was Nick. I think he said it would turn.
Oh yeah, Nick was hard selling me on the glass, but Nick listen. It sounds like to me, Lummy, that Nick knew of this problem last week when he called them on Wednesday, and they're like, listen, we got, I think the actual couple words that he said while I had him on the air today was, we're having to retool, and we're part of a skeleton holiday crew. Did he not say that?
Yes, he did, yeah.
Okay. So when he heard that, and he knew he probably wasn't going to hit his window that he promised us, he probably should. I wouldn't be so mad right now if I just knew the information that I know now a while back. Like he's been kind of, Bob's been trying. You said he hasn't returned any of your texts.
No, he has not.
So, Nick, had you just let us know we're screwed, we wouldn't be so mad being screwed. You don't get us mad being screwed when you know
when
you're
you
getting
get
screwed.
told I'm screwing you.
So Gene, if I said, "Hey Gene, listen, I know that."
Okay, cool.
Gene, I know I told you that I'd have something to you next Friday, but this is like 4 days ago. But you know what, Gene? It's looking like they're kind of, the manufacturer's kind of screwing me on the deal, so it might be another week.
So you really didn't have a good outlet.
But I
to
called
get the
you.
glass
But
anyway.
Gene, I called you.
Yeah, I did a lot better that way.
I called you.
A lot better
than me having to call you.
Yeah.
Or you having to call me.
Right. And I'd appreciate that.
It's already gotten better with me turning that unit off, Macho.
So, not to score you, but see the live feed to your right? I'm wondering if we should swap that to the TV that's higher up so people can see it from this side.
Which TV? You talking about this one right here?
By the air conditioner?
Yeah. So you want to swap? You want to
put it over there? Yeah, because I can.
So you're saying what you're saying is put that one here and that one there.
Yes.
Okay.
The picture. Yeah.
Just swap these two. Yeah. Maybe not today, but tomorrow.
Yes, for tomorrow's show, because like Gene could be able to see the one.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Hey, let me ask you a question. I got to cut a commercial for Ocala Speedway today, but as soon as I leave the show, I have to go with Gene to go pick up my car.
We'll take care of it.
But can you? I'll come back here and cut it. But can you add? How long are you going to stay today?
I was going to leave.
Can you remotely do that?
I can take care of it.
Just put sound effects in and everything remotely?
Absolutely.
For my desktop Willie gimmick?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. Then I'll come back and recut it and text you that it's done. Then you can remotely grab it and soup it up?
Yep.
Soup it up.
I'll even edit it so that it's 60. You don't have to do it. All you got to do is add the race car sound effects and send it back to me.
10-4.
Perfect. Thank
you.
You
Can't just AI you?
That's what we are. We're AI-ing, Gene.
Oh.
Thank you.
That's all words are souped up?
Yeah, he'll just add a music bed underneath. I don't know how to do that.
A music bed. That's where
I tried.
Head.
Yeah, most everything in here is over your head, Gene.
We are following some breaking news out of Washington today, where a top-ranking Trump administration official has announced that she is.
I mean, they're falling like flies.
Yep.
He was so big on her. He was big on Kristi Noem. He was big on Pam Bondi. Hey, there's a common denominator, women.
Yeah.
Really? I mean, for real. When's the last guy you fired?
Resigning. Tulsi Gabbard is stepping down as the Director of National Intelligence at the end of June. In a letter shared online, she cites her husband's cancer diagnosis as a reason for leaving. President Trump was quick to praise.
Listen, your husband having cancer is horrible, and I'm sorry for that. That's just absolutely horrible. But, like, you don't have any. You're not a cancer. You're not an oncologist. You're not a person that can do anything for him. He's going to get the best.
We're going to get a better life or staying home with them and rolling around and traveling. And
no.
Gabbard announcing that Deputy Director of National Intelligence Aaron Lucas will serve as the acting director.
Another one bites the dust. Live updates from Iran.
Morning, despite days of reported progress towards reaching a peace deal,
does it me or does it feel like we're just kind of like stuck in this holding pattern of we're just stuck in like some purgatory holding pattern where we're not making any progress, they're not giving us anything,
they're driving around like normal. Look at them.
Yeah, that looks like a normal day. Like that guy in the moped's not afraid of getting blown up.
That whole block.
Pentagon now says
I'd smoke that guy in a moped.
Right.
U.S. forces have launched new airstrikes.
Yeah, we got all these planes over there, that can have that literally
burn fuel for free.
It literally looks like if we wanted to, this could be done by noon today.
Yeah, exactly.
But we don't want to. I heard now that Trump is trying to get approval from the other countries.
Yeah, he is.
Since when has that been?
Well, he wants them to supposedly
they ain't
take
even
over.
Helping.
You're not even helping.
He wants them to take over.
I just want to let you know I kind of got myself in a little bit of a pickle. People back here in the States don't like what I'm doing. Gas is going to be $5 a gallon.
It did go down again.
Hey, Pakistan, can you help me out? Actually,
4 cents.
Well, it's going to go down even more because the futures, it's 88 a barrel right now. The highest was 114, and it's down to 88. So it looks like the gas futures are headed in the right direction.
All right.
Hey, I just went to Pakistan and Jordan and Egypt. Can you guys all help us out a little bit? Now, do you remember when he first?
What are they going to do?
Nothing. They don't. They got like biplanes compared to us.
Right. That's what
they got hand gliders that they throw M80s out of. They don't have anything that can help us. And don't you remember in the early part of this, how many times did you hear Trump say, I just want to let you know we got the greatest military. It's the greatest. It's the strongest. It's the most nimble. Every press conference.
Send it back to the Stone Age days.
Every press conference he did, he bragged on how good our military is, how strong it is. And I think it is.
Inside Iran, describing them as self-defense strikes to protect our troops from threats posed by Iranian forces. The strikes carried out in the area of Bandar Abbas, home to Iran's main naval base, reportedly targeted missile launch sites and Iranian boats trying to lay mines off the coast. The attacks coming despite the ongoing ceasefire. President Trump marking Memorial Day, honoring the 13 service members killed in the war so far.
These incredible men and women gave their lives to ensure that the world...
For what? What did they give their lives for as of this very minute? Now, what it might turn into might be something more admirable. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to those 13. I'm thinking those 13 had no reason to have to die.
Nope.
So what have those 13 died for as of this very minute? What have we accomplished this very second? Nothing. They're still screwing with every boat that floats through the Strait of Hormuz. They tell us go pack sand on the nukes. And now Trump's asking other countries for help.
World's #1 state sponsor of terror will never have a nuclear weapon.
Okay. Now, let me, again, every one of his speeches centers around they'll never have a nuclear weapon. So anything short of that is a miss. Right?
Yeah, 100%.
Sponsor of terror will never have a nuclear weapon. Oh, and they won't. They will never have a nuclear weapon.
There are indications the first step of a peace deal could be getting close.
And here's the deal. I'm pulling for the dude. I don't want anybody to think otherwise. Like, I'm pulling for this dude. I want this to truly happen. They are a bunch of dicks. They are the bullies of the Middle East. They have, they are the largest sponsor of state terrorism. They bully everybody. They're the worst. They're the worst country in the world. They're a bunch of dicks that's ruled by a regime of dating back to the Ayatollah that kill people, that throw gay people off streets, they're just the poor citizens of Iran.
We're going to war because they don't like gays?
No, that's part of what their belief system is. That's not why we're going to war. I mean, listen, going to war with them, and if we were able to get what we wanted a little more quickly than we're getting it, and them acknowledging that in negotiations, giving up nukes are part of that, then I'm like, damn it. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm going for that guy.
Could their nuke smoke us? I mean,
no, they don't have. They're absolutely a pissant compared to us. Let me just give you an example, Gene. You're driving a 410, okay?
Yeah.
And they're driving a Gladiator.
Oh wow.
They're
So
literally
why are we worried about it?
But that Gladiator, it won't blow up. And you can't get him to stop. He's not recognizing the
So
black.
we're
He's
just
not
worried about their nukes messing with people next door to them?
Yes, we're
Then
worried
let
about
the people next door worry about it.
Yes. I'd hand it off to Israel.
Sir, top Iranian negotiators have arrived in Qatar for talks, and Iran has now lifted.
How many talks are we going to have?
We have one like every week.
Yeah.
Did its 87-day internet blackout, which has crippled its economy. The Trump administration insists Iran's enriched uranium must be destroyed.
So let's just go to wherever this file footage is taken, right? And blow it up. Remember, Lummy, when we sent the B-2s over there, the bunker busters and all that?
Yep.
Well, doesn't look like we got it all. We got file footage of all this stuff.
The president had a very important, I think, historic call just a couple days ago with a number of leaders from the region. I think there's strong alignment and agreement on what a preliminary draft should look like. It's going to take a couple days to settle on even down to the disagreements over a word, sentence. So we'll have to work through that. It's either going to be a good deal or there isn't going to be one.
Hold on. Now we got that option? There's an option to not have a deal. So does that mean we've done all of what we've done for not?
Are we friends with China right now?
Yeah.
Then why don't we just buy a virus from them and smoke the whole country?
Buy a virus.
Did you like another COVID?
Hello, China. Yeah, this is President Lasker. And you know how you sneak that corona gimmick on us and crippled the entire world? I'd like something a little more regional, like maybe Iran. How much that cost? That cost you $1 trillion. Okay, just put it on my tab. We owe you $33 trillion. So just put it on my tab. On my
we don't even got to pay that. Why didn't we get it?
Can you just make it an Iran thing only, where they
get 12 months same
they
cash?
they get the corona gimmick, and everything.
We're still a work in progress. As I said, we thought we might have some.
Marco Rubio. Listen, if you look at just his body language and his demeanor,
Anything you want to wrong?
Does it look defeated?
Yeah.
Does it look like he's got a pep in his step?
He doesn't want to say what he's saying.
Does it look like he's saying, you know what, I'm telling you right now, man, we got a hell of a deal on the table. I think they're going to go for it, and we're going to have some resolve here. Yep, I think we are. No, just watch our Secretary of State's body language.
We're still a work in progress. As I said, we thought we might have some news last night. Maybe today. I wouldn't read too much into it. It takes a little while to hear back.
I thought we'd have some news today, but I wouldn't read into it. What's that saying? That's saying the news that you're going to get today is going to suck. If I go, hey, Lummy, listen, I'm sending you an email. Don't really read too much into it. That means I'm sending you a bad email, and I don't want you to flip out over it.
I'm going to be flipping out.
Right.
So we have what I think is a pretty solid thing on the table in terms of their ability to open up the straits, get the straits open, enter into a very real, significant, time-limited negotiation on the nuclear matters. And hopefully we can pull it off. It has a lot of support in the Gulf.
Hopefully we can pull it off. That isn't the same language we were using 50-some days ago.
No.
Hopefully we can pull it off. I almost, at this point, feel like, let's just pull out.
Uh-oh.
Let's just pull out. You know, maybe we're going to look like a bunch of pussies.
Well, at least it'll be over.
I mean, you know.
Nobody else will die for free.
We don't have 13 more service people die because we're not getting nothing done. We're not getting anything done. Let's just pull out. Let's not have the baby. Let's pull out.
A lot of support globally. Every country that we've walked through it understands it's not just very reasonable, but it's the right thing for the world to get done. As the president said, he's not.
Hold on. But you're not dealing with reasonable people. Yes, the rest of the region and the other countries we've talked about, they're reasonable. That's why we're talking to them. But you're dealing with unreasonable people. People who feel that if they die as a martyr, they get 72 virgins and streets paved with gold. They have nothing to live for and everything to die. They get more satisfaction, according to whoever they praise, Muhammad, Allah. According to the religion, you get more when you're dead than what you get when you're walking around, rolling around on the streets. Because when you're rolling around on the streets, you don't get 73 hotties, and that crap ass pavement you're walking on ain't got an ounce of gold on it.
Hurry, he's not going to make a bad deal. I mean, the president's not going to make a bad agreement. So let's see what happens. We're going to give diplomacy every chance to succeed before we
I'm just saying,
alternative.
listen, everybody can get mad at me, but this isn't what we were kind of dicks and real arrogant about it when this thing first started, and we looked defeated. Don't we?
Well, they keep going over to what? Qatar? I mean, they keep going over there, him and Rubio. They got to keep flying back and forth, and they're not getting anything.
I saw this on TikTok, and boy, talk about some unbelievable hip action.
Oh.
You know, listen, a lot about, when you're having a little sex and she's riding you out, it has a lot to do with what type of hip, your satisfaction and enjoyment and pleasure might have a direct correlation into how good of hip control she has, right? Anybody can just stick it in.
Smack the right spot, it moves.
Well, yeah. But that's all, a lot of it's on her, Gene, and her ability to contort and move her hips, right? Yeah. Well, I've never seen a girl do this. Maybe, Gene, in some of the circles that you've traveled, country bars and things like that, wait till you see this.
I see her. She turned
the redneck, and we're all do-si-doing.
So she gets on a stool. For those that aren't visually watching us, on YouTube and Facebook and X and Twitter and Twitch and all that kind of stuff. So I got a Hooters waitress, and she puts a stool upside down so that where your butt goes is now flat against the ground. And she watch this hip action.
Spinning around. Here we go.
Now she starts getting wobbling around. Now, at first she had to use her hands to get it going, but then to show straight hip action and no hand involvement, she lifts her hands and lets her hips do all the talking. That might be the one. That
what Hooters was that at?
I don't know.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back after these words.
Spinning it around like that,
And that's balance, too.
Yeah, it's good balance. Yeah.
They're rebranding to a more family-friendly restaurant.
What's that?
Hooters announced on Monday they're rebranding to being a more family-friendly restaurant.
So they're going to take the towels and let them hang down the front now.
Kids eat free promos.
They're going to do what?
They're going to be more family-friendly, and there's going to be kids eat free promos.
Kids eat free?
Yeah. I know where Walker's going to be.
Yeah, he'll be there. Nothing wrong with raising your kid for free food at Hooters. Be hard for me to tell them that my boy's 10. Damn, who are those people? Well, those people get messed up on a boat ride, don't they?
Yeah, it's great. It's old. It's about 3 or 4 years old.
But boy, they take a hit.
But I saw it for people that were boating for Memorial Holiday, so I'm gonna play it.
Dude, it about kills them.
I don't know if they die or not. I think.
No, I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you something. They missed a good chance.
What's up, Big Buck?
Hey, Buck.
Ain't Hooters losing some of their stores?
Yeah. Hooters is in bad shape.
That's because the damn wings suck anymore, man. They got the tiny ones, not the fat ones like they used to have. And they bread them too thick to make them look bigger.
I like double breading.
You like double breading?
Yeah, I do double breading drummies only.
Right. I do drummies only, but not double breading. They'd probably be pretty good, though.
They're pretty damn good.
But back in the day, they used to have really good sized wings.
Yeah, they did.
And now they're little.
Wow. Wings started getting smaller all over.
Everything.
Yeah. And the prices went up.
The fucking Oreo cookie is smaller.
Is it?
Yeah.
Reese's peanut butter cups are smaller.
Yeah.
Snickers bars are smaller.
Smaller.
Fucking Cheeto bags have half as amount as it used to have.
Yeah.
Let me make sure Nick the Gun Guy isn't mad at me. I'm not trying to upset him.
Still waiting for him to respond.
Huh?
I said I'm still waiting for him to text me back. I'm gonna text him though. Tell him I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him right after the show.
Well, oil's down to 87, so if that's any indication, I would think that these people have a better idea of where this war might be headed. And if gas is going down, I would think that maybe because those fuckers know before we do.
Oh, of course.
All those future traders and shit, that's all fucking corruption.
Going in this morning, gas in the corner was like $3.97.
I didn't see where any gas going anywhere down. I mean, my gas is still $5.19, $5.29.
Well, yeah, it's your diesel.
That's full-blown diesel.
What is it?
Your diesel, man.
Yeah.
I'm just a little unleaded.
Hey, Gene, I'll just keep my. I only blow it once or twice a show, so just bring your battery pack Friday.
Yeah, I will. Because you'll have plenty of horn.
Or just bring
horn
me.
will last a few days.
Brand new for 2026, introducing the Get a Box V6.
Gabby, I just love your new box.
My V6 box is sleek, powerful, and handles everything I throw at it.
But is it easy to use?
Voice control, premium performance, crystal clear surround sound. My box does it all. It has all of the programming that Get a Box is famous for. The box now connects to my home theater system, TV, sound bar, or even an external speaker.
But can I afford a box this impressive?
With promo code BUBBA, you save $25.
That's right. Use discount code BUBBA for $25 $25 off the new V6 box. Getabox.com, promo code Bubba.
He's the Rasputin of radio.
He used to be a porno actor like 15 years ago.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
It's not a porn party.
Back to the sponge. Bubba the Love Sponge.
Let me make sure Nick the gun guy ain't mad at me. I'm not trying, I'm just frustrated. Sorry. He's not even returning your text, is he?
No. Well, I'm sure he's right now talking to the glass people. So
It's a lot better now, though. What happened?
Well, I'm constantly messing with the air.
So did you shut it off over there?
I shut it off for a little bit. Now I turned it back on because it was starting to get a little hot.
Oh, because they got better without it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it'll be better once we get it enclosed, and it might be as late as next Friday. But you know what? I'm thankful for that, and we'll just make do now, won't we? You know, the one thing I do...
I'm bringing a jacket Friday.
Yeah, we should. The one thing that I do like what this current administration's doing, and I cannot even... Like, if you're a Democrat, you're absolutely a piece of shiz because of all the systems that Joe Biden put into play for entitlements and free money. And, oh, my God, the fraud in California, the fraud in Minnesota. I mean, we're talking about, listen to me, we're talking about billions and billions of these shell corporations under the guise of child care, under the guise of, food programs, and these Somalians of Minnesota got an inside Iggy that the United States government was giving, free money to if you started a child care facility to watch kids. And they would subsidize it for low-income parents that could not afford otherwise to get their kids daycare. And so it became like this ongoing wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Somebody got an Iggy, probably from that Omar bitch. And there was this, I don't know how many hundreds of child care facilities that opened up and got hundreds of millions of dollars, and most of which never even had a facility. They didn't even have like a strip mall with carpet and toys and things that you would need for a daycare. They had a P.O. box.
They had a van. Sometimes they had a van.
They had a van.
With a sticker on it.
Jimmy's Child Care.
Yep.
And he was getting $250,000 a month for, and then the fraud that happened in California. And so I do like the fact, that's what happens when you get a Democratic president that's so woke and so left that he wants the government to, because it's naturally the way things play out is the Republicans tend to be a little more fiscally conservative and do not give away as much free entitlements or free money, whether it's your SNAP benefits, whether it's, your disability, whether it's your child. The Republicans tend to lock that down and make people have to fend for themselves. And the Democrats tend to just give free money away. And it's usually, not always, but in my opinion, I could be wrong, don't know it to be true, rumor on the streets, yippee-o, is it's usually somewhat ethnic. African Americans do better under a democratic system. They prefer a democratic system. That's why all your big inner cities are blue.
Why? Because they get free stuff?
Free stuff. It's called entitlements. So, free SNAP benefits, which is food, free HUD housing, free health care, free this and free that. And you look at all your major municipalities, they're all blue. New York. New York's taken it to the next level. This Mundami guy has, I got the stats right here. This Mundami guy is making big time corporations move out of New York. Look at this right here. $47 billion just walked out of New York. New York lost 892 companies, $47 billion in income. IRS migration data confirms the exodus is real. 892 companies left New York, 47 billion in income gone with them. Florida gained 341 of those companies. Texas took 187, and North Carolina 129. That's because these Goldman Sachs and these big, huge hedge fund companies and some of these Fortune 500 companies are like, listen, because Mudani is trying to like triple tax them. He's trying to actually have what they call a billionaire's tax.
And who is that Dothead? He's the New York guy?
So the New York, we're not going to call him Dotheads, Gene. That's not cool. Say you're sorry. I'm going to have to run a disclaimer.
I'm sorry you're a Dothead.
No, that's not what you're
The views and opinions made by Gene Lasker are not necessarily those of our advertisers or this radio station.
You know they're proud of what they are.
I know, but that's a slur, and we're not going there, okay, bud?
Okay.
So, but this Mundani guy in New York is absolutely a socialist dictator.
I just sent you. He came out yesterday.
They
It looks
voted
like
him in.
a quick little speech. It looks like if him or his administration feel like you've neglected, your building or anything like that, they can take it and give it to like a nonprofit. They'll take it from you.
I don't know how this guy and AOC, are people that live in New York that stupid?
Well, they want free stuff.
Now, Mamdani says his administration will transfer ownership from bad landlords to nonprofits for buildings who have suffered chronic neglect. We will work to transfer ownership to responsible stewards. How can they take?
You can't do that.
If you are current on your property taxes, you can fine them for not being code compliant, and you can fine them, $5, $6, $8, $9, $1,000 a day. Some of these fines are absorbent; they're just unbelievable. But I don't think the government can actually take your property if you're not in default financially.
No, but I guess what he's trying to do, too, is like some of these apartments, if the landlord doesn't fix it up to what their tenants want, then they'll come in and take it from them.
Through our new citywide campaign, Fix the City, we will focus on the worst landlords in New York City. When necessary, we will take aggressive legal action to remove negligent owners and property managers.
I'll tell you why this guy got voted in, because New York's full of exactly who's behind him.
Look at the lady in the mask.
This guy's bam, bam, bam. Oh my God, this chick's all Karen'd out, and everybody else speaks for themselves.
And for buildings that have suffered chronic neglect, we will work to transfer ownership to responsible stewards.
This guy, I guess he has 5 Muslim prayer sessions a day in City Hall with the rugs and everything. Now, isn't there a thing called separation of church and state where our government is not supposed to be peddling religion on us at all? None. I mean, I know our currency and a lot of things that we say is in God we trust, but that's just we're saying.
We don't say prayers in school no more.
No, but what I'm saying is like that. Those are just words. In God we trust. God bless America.
Yeah.
Our whole premise of our country was built on Christianity. And you know what? You have the right to be that, or you have the right to be anything you want. You can worship a cow for all I matter. You literally have religious freedom here. But as a politician or high-ranking government official, to shove that down people's throats is not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to say, hey, pray however many times you want, but we're not going to have city-owned City Hall or the offices of New York City, the administrative offices, are not going to have 5 city-sanctioned prayers to Allah a day. No, you can praise Allah 5 times a day in your own little cubicle or wherever the hell you want to do it. But it's not sponsored by the city.
Well, he's the boss. He ain't got to listen to nobody.
You're right.
Stewards that include community land trusts, nonprofits,
He said that twice, just trying to get 2 pops.
Up.
Look at this. Look at this beast.
Yeah.
I think she's got her couple front teeth missing.
Or even the tenants themselves.
She ain't got no teeth.
So Jeff Bezos, who is arguably him, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, there's some very, very, very smart people that are in charge of some of the largest corporations in the world. And one of the reasons why they're one of the largest corporations in the world, the Microsofts, the Teslas, the SpaceX, the Amazons, the Dell, all of that is because these men are brilliant. They know how to do business. They know what they're early on the next big thing. They're early on technology. You know, I mean, look, Amazon has absolutely single-handedly, every person in this room changed our life.
Yep.
It used to be, hey, Gene, I need a 285 30 16 trailer tire. I can go down to the local tire place, mess around down there, walk into the showroom, tell them I need this thing. Or for the same price, or maybe even lower, I can order it on Amazon.
Have it delivered to the house.
And it'll be here in some cases
2 days.
Today.
Could be.
There are a lot of things that I order from Amazon that get here in a couple hours.
Yeah, because they got such a big Amazon.
Right. I mean, Amazon has changed the way our world. Now, is Amazon global?
Yes.
Like, London has it and, France has it. I mean, like, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, Amazon changes the way we shop.
Yes,
I want a brand new flat screen TV. Do I, A, go down to Walmart or Best Buy and get that new TV? Or do I, B, especially on most cases, Amazon is cheaper or at least the same price. I don't have to drive my truck down there, go pick it out.
Deal with the people at Walmart.
Deal with the people at Walmart or Best Buy. Pull around the back. Have some guy that doesn't want to work there load it up. Hopefully I don't break it on the way home, right? Meanwhile, if Amazon delivers you a broke TV, you get... I will tell you this. Amazon probably, arguably, in the entire world has the best return policy in the world.
They let you keep the old stuff.
Sometimes.
Yeah, if they don't think it's worth sending back, they just say keep it.
Keep it. So, I mean, like, Amazon has changed the world, and it's because Jeff Bezos is brilliant. He built a brilliant industry. Elon Musk is brilliant on 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 different fronts. Warren Buffett. And so Jeff Bezos has his opinion on this Mondani and the billionaire tax. And Jeff Bezos goes, you know what? Tax me double. Double than what I'm paying now. It's still not going to change the fact that New York is an S-hole. He's like, me doubling my tax? It's not going to help your crap-ass city there, buddy.
I don't pay taxes. That's true. I pay billions of dollars in taxes. And it's a perfect, again, if people want me to pay more billions, then let's have that debate. But don't pretend, that that's going to solve the problem. You could double the taxes I pay, and it's not going to help that teacher in Queens. I promise you. So you can't connect those two things, not logically.
And listen, billionaires, we have a tax code. And I think the highest tax code from the richest people in the world, in America, the richest people in our country is 39%. Right at 39 to 40%.
That's ridiculous.
Then I think the next level, probably what Lasker pays, is like 31%. And then it goes drastically down for the poor to like 17%. But it's all based on what you make. It's based on what you make. So the billionaires, they're paying 39% of their money. Like, what else do you like? And the more money they make, the more they're going to pay. If I make $1 billion, I'm going to pay 39% of $1 billion. If I make $15 billion, I'm going to pay 39% of $15 billion. You don't have to add more taxes to them. They're already paying a lot. You keep the rates the same, and it fluctuates by how much a person earns. I'm all for completely abolishing the IRS and income tax and having a national sales tax where everything is like 18% more, and you exclude things like education, food, medical. There's some things that aren't taxed, that are tax-free, like medical, tax-free, education, tax-free. If there's things that you don't tax, but the billionaire that's going to buy a $59 million Gulfstream, it's going to be 18% more. Lasker, who's going to buy a brand new F-450, it's going to be 18% more. But guess what? He doesn't have to pay any income tax.
Yeah, but that's going to hurt.
Tell Mach, you might have to kind of whisper on some of his phone calls because we can completely hear almost everything he's saying.
There are more examples.
I know that the merch crick is back there, and I know that he is back there, and I can hear them.
Well, you got good hearing.
Oh, I can hear him. I messaged him.
Oh. Why'd you message me?
Why is rent expensive? Why is rent so expensive? I recently saw somebody blamed it on Airbnb. Okay, Airbnb is not the cause of expensive rent. In fact, it's been almost, let me finish here 1 sec. It's already been outlawed in New York City, and rents are still very high. So
they outlawed Airbnb from New York?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's not fair.
What do you mean it's not fair?
They said that the Airbnb, because the people were making too much money, that they weren't able to control it.
Those people have to pay taxes on the money they make?
Yes. Well,
okay.
A lot of cash, though.
No Airbnb.
No, there's no cash. Airbnb is zero cash.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Airbnb runs through an app or a management company that you run your Airbnb. Let me tell you, he runs his Airbnb through a management company. They cut him a check every month.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah,
all above board,
in,
all reported income. He'll get 1099 or K1'd on. That's all on the up. In fact, they don't accept cash.
Nope, you're not allowed. You get kicked off the site.
Yeah,
if they find out.
So here's another example of the Democratic waste when you put the wrong people in charge of different divisions of various municipalities. This woman worked for the Illinois Park Department. She was an Illinois Park Department employee. And she, I guess, was so corrupt and had the ability to steal money, and that she booked a helicopter, for her. Well, I think the story explains it.
The fraud files are back. Primetime's hunting down corruption, waste, and abuse. In Illinois, a mom rented a helicopter.
Okay, let's just look. That mom.
For her daughter's prom night. But the mom, Quintina Brown, works for the Parks Department and is accused of using tax dollars to book the chopper.
I would absolutely lose my shiz if I'm the person that runs this municipal, whoever she reports to or whatever, whoever the mayor or governor, whoever is the highest entity for where she works, I would be so embarrassed. I would demand that person to be fired.
It's in Illinois, I know that.
An invoice shows she charged $800 to a government credit card. Quintina says there was no misuse of funds at all. She just wanted to give her kid an unforgettable experience. Police shut down the prom photo shoot. They say it landed in the park without a permit. One of Biden's special little projects is also getting shut down. Biden wanted to give sex toys to female vets.
Well, I'm not necessarily against that. Female soldiers getting some dildos.
Yeah.
That might make them a little less stressed out. They
said it was for patient recovery.
Hey, listen, which just goes to show you, Lummy, how fair we truly are. We don't necessarily agree with the Biden mindset of letting, African-American park directors book $800 helicopter rides for their daughter's prom. We're not, that sucks. That person needs to be fired. It's a horrible program. But sex toys for female, female soldiers getting some dildos, I ain't necessarily against that.
That's action for the men.
Yeah.
Vibrators went for $360 a pop.
Now, see, that's where you get them. Woo! That's one of those $800 hammer stories. When the government's. Gene, do you ever do government jobs on powder coating?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm telling when I say.
Sorry, ladies. You are now on your own. Women were also getting busy in California. The DOJ charged Anika Armstrong with a felony for paying homeless people to register to vote in California. She allegedly went down to Skid Row, paid him just a couple bucks, and used her former address.
Matt Cox, Lummy, and I can tell this story because, one, I've befriended Matt and we've talked about it. We talked about it on his show when I was a guest. But when he was doing, I think it was called static ID or he would go down to, he would like fly to Vegas. And Vegas has, that underground tunnel homeless camp?
Yeah.
He would go down there and he would pay them each $10. He's like, hey, I'm doing a survey for the United States Census, and will you fill out this information? And it had their social security number, their date of birth, everything you would need to get an ID in their name. And he'd give them $10. Hey, $10 if you fill out this questionnaire form with the Chamber of Commerce.
And now he has their social security number.
So did Vegas build that on purpose?
No, that tunnel is made for like an aquifer, but it's dry most of the time. And so it's an emergency. Like if they got too much rain, it would kill.
So if we can open up a dam and then just kill them all.
Unfortunately, we could not. But Matt Cox
bad.
would give him each $10, and let me said like he would bring like 100 forms. He said he'd run out of forms because everybody wanted to sign up because they wanted that $10 so they could buy their crack rock.
So on the paperwork, every time Democrats say something's impossible, it happens. And I don't think they were voting for Spencer Pratt. All roads lead back to the fraud capital, though, Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
This is oof.
Where the alleged mastermind behind the Somali fraud ring just fingered Ilhan Omar.
Is she going to get fired, Lummy? Is she fired yet or no?
No, she's not. No. She's still
hanging on?
Yeah.
She thinks Omar knew they were stealing millions.
I think Omar is the one that tipped the Somali community because she knows what federal funds are appropriated for her state and her area. She gets an Iggy, okay, listen, the United States government's appropriating, $450 million in child care. She gets that Iggy because obviously she voted on it, so she knows about it. She goes back home to Minnesota, tells a few high-ranking Somalia business guys, and the fraud spreads from there. Isn't that what she's on trial for, or what they're investigating her for?
There's a hearing on that.
She actually gave him the Iggy.
Yeah, $250 million.
And in a jailhouse interview with the Post, she said, quote, I struggle to believe that she wouldn't have known. Now, we don't know if Omar's part of the scam or what's going on in her marriage, but the frauds are he's on the case.
I don't want to prejudge an investigation. I mean, you read the things about Ilhan Omar and about, who she married and whether she didn't marry this person or that person. It certainly
is there a controversy now on who she married?
Well, some people said she married her brother.
Yeah.
She's got a little Kentucky in her.
Yeah.
Omar's got a little white trash in her, marrying her brother.
Yeah, I guess they said she did it so she could become a citizen or something like that.
Seems like something fishy is there, but everybody's entitled to equal justice under the laws. So we're going to investigate it. We're going to take a look at it. If we think that there's a crime, we're going to prosecute that crime. And that's something the Department of Justice is looking at right now.
It's not just Omar. Tonight, Nancy Pelosi might be sweating.
I am a big fan of banning members of Congress from trading stocks. So is the President of the United States. All of us believe that nobody should be taking proprietary information gained from public service and buying and selling stocks. We want to.
That's the biggest scam going on both sides of the fence. Both parties are very, very, very guilty of that.
Yeah.
They enter the Congress at worth about $450,000. They do 2 terms and they're worth, $10 million. Almost everybody does it.
We want to ban that. We want to ban that process. And I think the way to lead by example is banning that process, banning that approach, and making it
cutting the head off, cutting the head of the snake off. And Pelosi is at the very forefront of all that, is she not? Her husband has the largest returns, like in the history.
Yeah, he's the best at stocks. That's what she says.
And then finally this. And, you really got to be careful. You can't be, you got to be careful and tiptoe around how critical you are of Black Lives Matter. But I think we all now have seen, and even, unbiased reporting has reported that Black Lives Matter was absolutely the biggest scam going.
They made money on it?
Oh, they bought 1 or 2 African-American women based out of Los Angeles took $6 or $7 million of the funds and bought luxury mansions.
Yeah.
Not giving back to the black community at all. Nothing. The only black lives that mattered were hers. Her black life. Because none of the money went anywhere else except her black life.
Why didn't the Whiteys ever do that?
What?
Why didn't the Whiteys ever do that?
What do you mean?
White lives matter.
Well, I mean,
why can't we do that?
Well, I guess you're
We're
probably
not allowed.
Yeah, we're really not.
Yeah, we'd get shut down.
We're really not, Gene. We're really not allowed to do that for some reason. It's a great question. Because, I mean, everybody's lives matter. White lives matter. Black lives matter. Mexicans' lives matter.
Fox News alert, a BLM executive indicted for embezzling millions in donations and spending it on vacation.
The only black life that mattered in this woman's life is her own or her family or those associated with her.
Shopping, houses. Senior national correspondent Kevin Cork has the details. Kevin.
Crazy stuff, my friend. Authorities say over a 5-year period, 52-year-old Tashela...
Listen to the amount. 5 years. So we're talking about 5 years. Over 5 years. Listen to what she took.
Sharia Moore Dickerson, just like the song, the executive director of Black Lives Matter OKC, diverted more than $3 million in return bail checks right into her very own bank account.
$3 million.
And tonight, thanks to a 25-count federal indictment, she faces up to 450 years behind bars and millions in potential fines.
She's ugly.
Dickerson charged with 20 counts of wire fraud and...
I would have to agree, Gene, she's not very attractive.
No.
5 counts of money laundering following a scheme in which she's accused of routing money intended for the group's programs into accounts that she controlled between June of 2020 and October of 2025. The indictment said she used the money for her own personal benefit, including travel to Jamaica and the Dominican Republic. Tens of thousands of
vacations,
That's
houses,
the only place where she could get laid.
Vacations, houses, shopping sprees.
Dollars in retail shopping. More than 50 grand in food deliveries.
Man,
you can tell how bad she is.
you can tell. She door dashing the hell out of.
Also a vehicle and 6 real estate properties as well.
6 properties.
When contacted about the charges, a spokesperson for BLM says that they practice a, quote, model of decentralized leadership. Got it.
Oh, there he is. She is with Omar.
Oh, interesting.
Both of these crooks should be in prison.
Oh, and by the way, you've heard the expression, birds of a feather flock together. Well, I'm going to leave this right here, Jesse. That's Dickerson with Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. Draw from that what you will. And while Dickerson is obviously presumed innocent until proven guilty, you may recall that BLM actually had a situation back in 2022 when the group, not the one from OKC, came under fire after allegedly making a $6 million property purchase in California using donor funds. Some things don't.
You think that black man right there was forced to have to say all that?
Nope. I think he's an outstanding Fox journalist, and he told the story in a fair way. And his ethnicity and color has nothing to do with the story. That's what I'm going with.
Did they ever say how much BLM got, nationwide?
Maybe you can Google that. We'll have it when we come back.
All right.
Let's all take a moment.
Remember, this show is about words, not actions.
Okay, there is a God.
More of the Bubba the Love Sponge Show after this.
Sticky shit all over me.
Started choking there. Looks like they made $90 million in 1 year.
Woo! Son of a bitch. 90.
So come back with me on that.
All right. Gene. We should start our own.
Huh?
Start our own group.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll take 10% of that.
That's all I need.
Money, Jess. What's up, Riz? His.
Steve. Nope, never raced up there. Steve's there then. No, never raced up there.
You want an anner?
Oh, thanks.
You usually have an anner.
I had one already.
Oh, you did? I don't like nanners that are old though.
No, I don't either.
I don't like any brown on
I
it.
like them just after
Just
the green.
barely on the other side of the green. Just like it's when you open it, it's kind of
You
green.
have to bite it off.
Yes. I hate mushy ones or
I take one bite, I throw them away.
they're not snappy.
No.
But if you get one that's just on the other side of green,
Yeah, you break it off. Yep, that's the perfect banana.
Macho, your voice carries tremendously.
That was my fault. I got excited about something. I was showing Erica.
Damn, you back there arguing?
No, we were
yelling at the merch crate?
Keep that door shut.
I was proud of something I did.
Part of it's keeping that door shut, let me go.
Well, the door was shut though. That's when they were talking.
The brown one's got a different taste, Gene. Like they're mushy.
It's like it doles out the banana.
Yeah.
Doles the taste out.
Thank you, Grouper Lips, for the 100.
Thank you, group.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. All at the Bubba Army. Now returns.
I'm actually jumping in the truck with Gene Lasker, old school. Like when we used to travel up and down the road. As far north as Brunswick, Georgia, Jacksonville, Okeechobee, East Bay.
We ran around.
We did. We had a good time, didn't we?
Yep.
So this has been around. This video I want to play for y'all. It's been around for probably 5 or 6 years.
Who cares? I love watching it.
I love it too. And it just most recently came up on my feed because, Memorial Day, I think, is kind of, well, we in Florida have it hot. We're hot most of the time. So we have our boating window is far larger than, like, let's say, Gene, you just went to Indiana.
Right. Michigan guys, they only go to the lake once in a while.
Up north, because I lived up north a large portion of my life, is that Memorial Day is the opening of summer. So, like most people who have boats.
So you're saying he's the Yankees?
No, I don't know where they're from. I really don't. But this past weekend was Memorial Day weekend, and so that usually signifies like up north.
Yeah, everybody gets on the
up
boat.
north. If you got a boat, that was the weekend that you break your boat out. If you got a pool, that's the weekend that you break your pool out. And then Labor Day is your last weekend of summer. So you got Memorial Day to Labor Day. Labor Day is kind of the last weekend and the last thing that you do on the water or in the pool, because you got to start winterizing all that. You got to get your boat out of the water. They got to run antifreeze through all the lines. If you got a pool, they drop the level down to like halfway, and then they run antifreeze through all your lines, and so they don't freeze. And so then they put a weatherproof topper on top of it. So this past weekend, boating was at its, it was kind of the opening of boat season. Now, here in Florida, boat season's about February through November, right? I mean, like, pretty much. I mean,
There's like 1 to 2 days a month in the winter you can't go.
I mean, like, I've lived here, I don't know, since 92, but you guys have lived here all your life. It's not uncommon for it to be 80 Christmas Day.
That's right.
I mean, for real. So anyway, this is a video that's been going around for 10 years, and it's this guy on the left-hand side, and he's got I think he's got a fountain. It's a 38-foot cigarette speedboat with 2 big rear engines. I think most of those Genes are usually 502 marine motors.
Yeah, probably 2 of them.
But they go. I mean, they haul out. This thing will go 80.
Yeah,
all day. But having been on a bunch of these boats with Fabrizi and Hogan and everybody that I've been on fountains and just a bunch of boats of this size and speed and caliber, the captain, the guy driving the boat, the bald-haired guy on the left, you've got to be really mindful of the waves and the wakes that other boats are creating, and the weather and where the wind's coming out of, and how you navigate. Usually, you're probably as much of a boatsman as I am, but you usually navigate into the wind.
Yes.
And so, but things can go south real fast when you got her wide open, and she's just sketching along the water there, and you catch a wrong wave. And it starts like the bumpiness first starts out kind of little, and then it starts accelerating. And if you are off the throttle, if you're not literally go from full throttle to half to a quarter and get that boat down to speed, catastrophic things, including death, can happen.
Well, if you look at this lake or wherever this is, I mean, it looks like it's glass. It's smooth as it is. So he must have.
He must have passed another boat wake.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
exactly.
He must have gone where
there was choppy at all.
Yeah, he's at first when he's skimming along, they look great. So they're and you can see his throttle is on his left hand right here.
Yeah.
And it looks to be, Gene, that he's got her pretty much wide open.
Yeah.
Now, if you notice, it doesn't. It
got rough now.
It sneaks up on you. It just doesn't happen. It sneaks up on you. So they're starting to rock now. So, Gene, just now he gave it full throttle.
I was going to say, did he?
Yeah. So he was like 3/4 before. Now he goes full nuts.
So what is the girl trying to hold on to something, and the other guy's got his hand touching another girl's butt?
No, the other guy's trying to. I think he's trying to hold on to the seat.
Oh.
Watch. He's trying to, and now this girl's trying to hold on to that seat too. Now he's getting ready to right now. He just went full throttle. Midnight Oil just went full throttle.
So that's an oh hell yeah.
Here we go.
Handle.
Now it looks like this girl may have hurt her hand.
Yeah, doing something.
So they're kind of worried. Yeah. Now, okay, so let me see. Look,
that boat went by.
He passed
a double decker,
a big double decker, like tourist sightseeing gimmick, and I'm assuming that he's going to go over their wake. And at this point, man, you got to, if you're going to go over their wake, you got to throttle that bitch down.
Oh, yeah.
Down.
We're driving forward and laying
here. It comes. Here it comes.
Nice.
So, no, he does throttle it down.
He's throttling down a little
but not
bit.
enough. Not enough. No, back now. Oh, Gene, back to full nut. See it?
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's where I think he gets the good news. So right now, man,
they think life's good. Whoa! What is he doing with that throttle?
There you go. Now I think it's.
Yeah, there were some boats that were all racing over there.
Boom! That driver's hurt. He ain't getting up.
Now
see that?
Now I will show you this. They take the 12 seconds. They give you because it's quite long.
Yeah.
And they isolate the 12 seconds. Watch the 12 seconds. Boom.
Boom.
Look at this. Boom.
Shabam.
Boom. Bam.
Man, like rag dolls.
Good luck.
Lasker and I are headed to Powder Coat.
Is it time up already?
Powder Coat.
Yeah. Really?
Powder Coat.
Powder Coat. I love you, Sarah. Damn, I don't got a clock nowhere. That's what my problem is.
We'll get you one. Let me out. Macho, I'm going to be back to cut that commercial, and then I'll let you know when it's at. Okay, buddy? Perfect. See you guys tomorrow.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge,
co-host and show historian, Lummit.
It's Brian Matroni, king of counter program.
Gene Lasker, voice of the people. Glad you get to hear me.
Gary Cantrell, video editor.
Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
Co-host, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire, of Council. Co-host, J. Diaco, Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
Hello.